Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome. I'm gonna wait a bit for people to hop on in before we get started here, but I hope everyone is having a fantastic morning today. Let me do the old stretch. Oh lord, let me also quickly do this. Alrighty, now like I said on my community post, I'm not necessarily in the mood. Hello, Larry. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Dozo. How you doing? I'm not necessarily in the mood to do multiplayer games at the moment. I will be returning to them soon. Don't worry. It's not like I'm stopping them. I'm just, for, like, at least till next week, I'm taking a small break from multiplayer stuff just to get, like, you know, my energy back up and all that good stuff. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well, Dozo. Oh, God, my eyes are like, ugh. Letting people hop on in. Also, first on Twitch. Well, congrats. I'm glad to hear. I'm just chugging coffee on my end while I wait for people to hop on in. Good news, the YouTube chat is bigger on the awful layout. Imagine. Just lurking, I'll be sitting on my phone. Hey, all good. Thank you for the lurk, Adrian. Now, I'm sure y'all are seeing this tier list we have up, and you're wondering what the actual fuck is this combination of choices. I am, so, you know, like a true content creator, like anyone else, I steal ideas. Originally, I saw Coney do this idea, where he was like, I'm gonna make a tier list of every character I main in video games. And I was like, that's cool. And then Alpharad did it. And now I'm gonna be compared to Alpharad. I want this stated. I got this idea from Coney originally. But then Alpharad did it. So, you know, it's gonna be funnier because I've always, like, jokingly said throughout the years, oh yeah, I just do what Alpharad does. And it's just funny. Also, hi Glaze. Hey Lucario. Hope you're doing well. So yes, this is I compiled a list as best as I can of every main I've had throughout most games I've played. There's a mix of, like, multiple characters per game. I tried to, you know, compile the list into the best way I can. And I'd say overall I'm pretty satisfied with this list. I don't think I missed a lot. I do think I maybe missed one or two things, but it's not that big of a deal. I have the majority of, like, my go-tos on here. So, as you can see, I have labeled it as relationships. Now, to me, playing a main in a video game, having a main, I think can be comparable to a relationship. In the sense that, like, there are some characters that, like, you say you main, and you will play that game specifically to play that character. I'm sure everyone at least has that one game where they don't like anything about the game, but they will play that game just for this character. And I feel like that's the best way to put it. So, I would say overall, I see mains as a type of relationship. And that's what we've labeled the tiers as. We have toxic, aka the mains that, like, I just have them for the sake of having them. I've not really invested a lot of time into our relationship, and probably might never will. We have a one-night stand, you know. I'm glad to have my time with this character, but I think that time is set sail, you know. It's nothing, like, it's memorable, but I'm not going to, like, return, if that makes sense. We have a solid friendship, nothing crazy, but I'll go back every so often, you know. We'll catch up, chat, all that good stuff. We have a long-lasting relationship, a true, strong, long-lasting, several years, possibly into the double digits, you never know, but, like, a good solid run. And then you have true love, the mains that make a game for me, right? Like, I will pick up this game just to play that character kind of main, you know? Like, everyone has those characters. Also, hi Flame, I hope you're doing well. Where's the Blueford tier? That's true love. Like I said, we're going with a relationship analogy for this. So, without without further ado, I guess we might as well begin. I'm gonna go through game order myself, which the tier list decided not to. So we're just gonna run through this. We're gonna run through this, you know. Why they're two owls, I'll explain when we get there. And I think a good place to start is probably like the first, what I would consider my first ever main, like in anything, right? And that's Waluigi. I actually, you know what? This makes more sense. Waluigi is on this list because any game Waluigi is in, whether it's Mario sports games, Mario Party games, or Mario Kart games, Waluigi has always been my guy. I always went to Waluigi. Mario Strikers was my first ever Mario sports game. And I always played as Waluigi. I just thought he was a goofy guy. I mean, just look at him. He's a tall, lanky man. He's beautiful. And for me, like, I've just stuck with him ever since. My little small brain thought the name Waluigi was just funny. I thought he looked funny. I thought he sounded funny. And you know what? Here he is. He's still in my heart. He still is in my heart. I like Yoshi better, though. Yeah, well, you know what? Good for you and Yoshi. Waluigi's my guy. Waluigi is my man, and he'll always be there for me. Like, I wouldn't say he's true love, because to me, to be in true love, I have to play the game for that character. And Waluigi is more of, I will always play Waluigi, right? In any Mario game that he's in. But that's more of like, I'm playing that Mario game, and Waluigi's just there kind of thing. So for that, I would say this is a long-lasting relationship. I've been in this relationship with Waluigi for over a decade now. Possibly getting close to 2. Waluigi! I love this guy. This guy's awesome. He's my guy. He is my guy. And I think for that, Waluigi's a long-lasting relationship. Sticking with Nintendo, let's move on to Smash Brothers. You know, another iconic franchise. And for this, I'm putting Mario, Super Smash Bros. 64, Mario, and Toxic. There's not a character in 64 I play, right? There's not really a character, because, like, it's Smash 64. I have no issue with Smash 64. But it's, like, out of all the Smash Brothers games, it's the one where, like, I've had the least experience with. It's the one that is picked up the least whenever I'm with like, friends and such. Because, like, the majority of my friends, like, if we're playing Smash, we're either going to pick a specific Smash game to do a specific thing, or we just play Ultimate. And for that reason, Mario is just like, you know, if I'm just gonna play a character, I'm just gonna play Mario, you know, which, like, I don't dislike. I think Mario is awesome, but, like, at the same time, do you really want to say your character is Mario? I don't know. Maybe that's just a me thing, Chief. Maybe that's just me. You know, that's just me. Now, moving on to the next Smash Brothers game, I would say I'd say Samus overall is probably, like, my main in Melee. And I don't play a lot of Melee. Like, I don't own Melee, and I don't have a lot of drive to play Melee. I know Melee is, like, the go-to competitive Smash game, which is fine and dandy and all of that. But for me, I'm very much a casual Smash fan. I like to have a little bit of goofy time, a little haha silly, you know? And I don't know if I get that kind of energy from Melee. It's not bad. It's Smash, right? I used to hate Melee. I have evolved beyond that. Also, I got into Big Yellow, so, like, you know, becoming friends with Big Yellow, it's a little hard to hate Melee. So I'd say overall, like, I'll play Samus just because there's not really character in Melee that clicks with me. But I'm not complaining. unlike Mario, like, I actually do like Samus in Melee. I think Samus is quite fun, you know? Decently strong, nothing too crazy. I don't know where Samus is tier list-wise, but, like, you know, I can get some work done if needed. Plus, like, she's the go-to gunner character, if that makes sense. So, you know what? That's all good and dandy. Now this was my first ever fighting game, like, character that I played. And for that, I gotta put Brawl Lucario in long-lasting relationship. Lucario in Brawl. For context, Brawl was my, like, the first Smash game I owned. Like a lot of other people. Like, a lot of people got into Smash during Brawl. And as a kid, to me, Lucario was rad as fuck. I thought Lucario was awesome. You know? Like this Anubis-looking dog man that just gets even better the more the shit is kicked out of him. I just thought that was cool. I thought that, like, Max Aura Final Smash with the giant beam, as a kid, I thought that was awesome. And I was, like, I won't pick up Brawl, like, to play Lucario, but I'm always glad to play Lucario in Brawl. Simply just because of the fact that, like, this was the first main I had. This was the first, like, character that, like, spoke to me back when I didn't know what the hell a smash attack was, you know? I would call Lucario Mega. I think Lucario is rad. Also, hi, Goober. How you doing? He is a character, like, I will always just remember my childhood memories of being, you know, a small little guy, going to my friend's house, playing some Brawl throughout the night, and just playing Lucario. Like, Lucario was always there for me, and that's just kind of awesome, you know? That's really rad. Speaking of rad Smash Brothers characters, let's talk about Mega Man. Specifically, that is a Goku Black. We'll get to Goku Black eventually, alright? We're gonna get to Goku Black. Give it time. Give it time. Give it time. Thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary. How you doing, Blade? Hope you're doing well. So, Mega Man Smash 4. Before Ultimate, I would say Smash 4, specifically 3DS, was like my most played fighting game. I played a lot of Smash 4. Smash 4 was like the one Smash game I actually tried to get good at. This was like during like my middle school phase, but specifically I played on 3DS. I didn't have a Wii U. I never had a Wii U. The only time I ever got to play Smash for Wii U was either I was at my friend Eagle Orb's house, or I was my friend Noah's house. I never owned the game for myself, so I never got to play the Wii U version a lot. But I played thousands of hours in Smash 3DS. And Mega Man was my guy, you know? Eggs when Samus could turn into Zero Suit Samus and Brawl. I can be a girl. So true. How you doing? How you doing, Blues? Trust me, I had my awakening a couple times. It was funny. But Mega Man, it's funny because not only, like, did I not know who the hell Mega Man was as a kid, like, when Smash 4's, like, trailer started coming out. The only reason why I played a lot of Mega Man was because of the fact that I got access to the 3DS demo of Smash, like, 3DS. I played that so much when that came. I played that demo non-stop when I got it. And because, yo, Star, it's been a hot second. How you doing? Thank you for the happy affiliate. Thank you so much. Like, I played that demo so much that when it just came down to playing Smash 4 on the 3DS when the game actually came out, I just played Mega Man. I just played a lot of Mega Man. So you know what? For that, like, the thousands of hours that I put into Smash 4 Mega Man, and the fact it was the first time I tried to learn combos, never learned them, by the way, but I tried. And you know what? For that, I gotta put my boy Mega Man in a long-lasting relationship. Also, hell yeah. I hope you have I hope you have a good time, Blue. Now, we move on to the funny Smash game. The funny Smash game. that being Ultimate. And I think we're about to have our first true love. Me Gunners. I meow? Fuck yeah. Meow. Me Gunner. I played a lot of Gunner in Smash 4. Like, I love the Miis. I want to say that right now. The Miis are awesome. The Miis are rad. Tomodachi Life, Miitopia, Wii Sports Resort, Wii Party, Wii Play. I love the Miis. The Miis are rad, and I'm tired of acting like they're not. The Miis are cool, man. And when they were announced for Smash 4, I would have made them if they were allowed online. The second they said, oh yeah, we're allowing for Miis online, I'm like, I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm a Mii main. Even before the funny Sans outfit came out, I played Mii Gunner. And, you know, I'm sure for those who play Smash with me, you know a specific character is going to take over that Mii Gunner slot. But even with them, I consider Gun my secondary now. Even with Gunner being my secondary, I will play Smash Bros. Just to play Gunner. Gunner is just so much fun. It was during my phase when, like, I was a big, like, super into, like, Mega Man. It was around the time I was getting into Mega Man. And, you know, I just liked the idea of having the arm cannon shit. That was just cool. I had a lot of fun with Gunner. I thought their forward air was super cool. It was a rad time. In my set, if I remember, it's like 1-1-2-1, if I remember correctly. I had to memorize that for a while, because in tournaments you would have to be like, all right, what's your what moves do you have? I'm like, so I had to memorize that. And it was the first character I ever went to a Smash tournament with, like an actual proper Smash tournament. I felt confident playing Gunner. Do I feel confident nowadays? Fuck no. But I felt confident enough. And for that, I gotta put Gunner in True Love. She's just cool, you know? Plus, like, I made my go-to Gunner like Danny DeVito for a while, and that was, like, super rad. That was super rad. But, after a while, I discovered I really like Incineroar. Like, most people know, when I boot up Smash, my go-to warm-up character is Incineroar. And I just think he's cool. Right? I just think he's a beefy guy. He can tank multiple hits. Revenge is super cool as a counter idea. The Alolan Whip is just a super fun move, even though, like, the timing of it on Smash Online, oh my god, I despise that shit. Because Nintendo, with their online services, good god, would you mind giving me a good online service for once in my life? And the answer is no, because it's Nintendo. They're never gonna give good shit. I'm fully here now. Well, welcome, Star. Welcome. Yeah, no, I like, Incineroar's just rad. It also helps that, like, I've grown to love Incineroar. Hello, yes, meow meow, I lurk on occasion. You are A-okay. I'm just glad to see you again, my friend. Yeah, no, also owning a cat helped. Like, this was during the time where I got around the time I got my first cat. And I love that little guy. So, you know, over time I became a cat person. I now consider myself a cat person. And I just think Incineroar is really neat. You know, a heel wrestler cat, super rad. Where is Terrence Bogard? Alright, fine, we'll get to Terrence. Spoiler alert, chat. He's up there. Are you shocked? No! Anyone that knows me, that, like, during, like, you know, when I was a Smash streamer, I played Terry. The second Terry came out, I found out, wow, this guy's super cool. Terry is so fun. Like, even with the small combos, I feel so good executing that shit. And the one time I genuinely, like, comboed into a Buster Wolf, like an actual true combo, it was the most satisfying thing I ever felt in Smash. I will play Smash for Terry. Terry is forever my ultimate main. I love Terrence Bogard. I think he's rad. His design is cool. I fucking love his voice lines. He's just so much fun to play. The only downside is that, you know, his recovery is ass, alright? You get knocked off the stage, you know, you're gonna die. Cats are based. Cats are awesome. I say as I got scratched. I actually had a shaving incident this morning because my cat, like, latched onto my leg while I was in the middle of shaving, and I cut myself near my lip. It stopped bleeding. Like, I'm good now. But, yeah, and I was like, oh, ow, that hurt a lot. Oh, but yeah, I love Terry. Terry's just cool. He's a rad guy. Plus, you know, I mean, he's got the ponytail, and I don't know if y'all seen me IRL. I also rep the ponytail. That shit's cool, you know. And that's all of my Smash mains. Who do I explain next? I mean, if we're still sticking with platform fighters, I think Core from Brawlhalla was a solid one-night stand. I'd actually put Core in front of Samus. I played Brawlhalla, I'd say a decent amount during middle school. I played it with my friend Seamus. Super cool guy. He was like very high ranking in Brawlhalla, and we would climb like the ranked duo ladder for like I think 4 hours at one point. We just like grinded that shit out. And Core was fun. I got Core because like they were on like the free rotation, because Brawlhalla does free rotations because it's a free to play game. And I liked Core so much I ended up buying Core. I repped like the dark blue skin. His hammer is just super cool. I don't remember what the other weapons were. I think he had hammers and fists. I think that was like his shtick. He was fun. Like, I haven't touched Brawlhalla in years. But like when Brawlhalla came on Switch, I picked it up. I saw Core, picked up Core, started playing for a bit. I haven't played since like the launch of Brawlhalla on Switch, or I think the Ben 10 event. I don't think. But, you know, I had a good time with Core, you know? Like, it was memorable. You know, it was a solid one-night stand. Very, very solid. I had a good time. I would recommend. Speaking of other platform fighters, I would also put LeBron. I'd put LeBron near the end of One Night Stand, because I won't lie. The longer I've played Multiverses, at least in the current state, because I picked it up here and there, I definitely think I prefer the beta. Playing it more and remembering the fact that, yeah, okay, wow, they really did slow it down. Because I went back to look at beta footage. Yeah, no, that shit was a lot faster. And one of my favorite clips of all time on my channel was with LeBron. And I miss my LeBron in the beta. I think LeBron was super fun. I still like LeBron. But I don't know how to feel about current multiverses. Like, I'll still play it, but I feel like I'm gonna definitely need to wait for Ben before I get super into multiverses again. I'll play it here and there if, like, friends are in the mood, or if I get, like, that itch. Because I won't lie, LeBron's cool. I think LeBron as a fighting game character is just objectively funny. They turned a fucking athlete, just an actual athlete, into a Looney Tunes fighting game character. That's just objectively funny. Like, just objectively, that's funny. He's just a silly guy. I mean, the shit you could pull off with the basketballs, like, with sniping halfway across the map if it just keeps, like, you know, bouncing off the stage. That's awesome. And then remembering that, like, you can teleport to allies via the ball. I forgot about that for a bit, but, like, if you throw the ball at your ally, you can teleport to the ball and hit him with a boosted slam dunk. That's cool. That is rad. That is awesome. He's a fun character. I just don't like the current state of multiverses as much as I did the beta. I still think it's pretty fun, but I do think, looking at it now, I think the beta outside of the internet, it definitely probably felt better. Probably. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. What other platform fighters do we have here? Oh yeah, Rivals. I'd say Shovel Knight's toxic. Not because I think Shovel Knight's bad. Hey Sparky, thank you so much. Not because I think Shovel Knight is bad, but for me, I never found the character in Rivals that just clicked. Like, none of the base characters necessarily clicked with me in Rivals. Shovel Knight just felt like the best clicking character. Because I didn't necessarily play Rivals for the actual base characters. I am one of those people that, without a doubt, played it for the workshop, and boy howdy, that Vegeta mod is fun as fuck. If I had to pick one character that, like, I genuinely will play, is my most played workshop character when playing Rivals, it's a Vegeta mod. There is a specific Vegeta mod that, like, I would like to check it out. There's a few games that were announced in the Direct I do want to check out, Sparky. I don't know if I'll pick up the Zelda game myself, but if I manage to get it, I won't complain. I'd definitely like to give it a shot. But, like, there's a specific Vegeta mod. I don't remember which Vegeta mod it is, but there is one that is just super fun. You got, like, your fucking final flash projectile. You have a meter that, like, you're able to go Super Saiyan with, and then, like, the moveset itself is very similar to, like, Fighters Vegeta, but Fighters Vegeta put into a platform fighter. And that is so cool. He is so much fun. Super rad. I would say overall solid friendship. Simply just because of the fact that he is a workshop character, but he is my usual go-to workshop character. If we're, like, taking workshop seriously, I'm picking up my boy Vegeta, alright? He's a pretty cool guy. And speaking of pretty cool guys, Pepsi Man right here is going on the top of Toxic. This is the Ronald McDonald Rivals mod, but they put Pepsi Man over him. If I was like, Toxic is normally supposed to stand for, like, the characters that, like, actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a new row. I think there's only one way to explain Pepsi Man here. We're gonna say this: True Toxic, and then just Toxic. He goes in Toxic. This guy is my go-to if I want to dick around and do stupid shit. I'm picking up Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man to use Toxic. This guy's awesome. This guy's super cool. Like, the dude just, like, when you spam the Pepsi throw, it just plays pep, 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 pep. Like, from the Pepsi Man theme song, and, like, he has a meter when it's full, it just plays Pepsi Man, and, like, it's great. I love this dude. Like, if I just want to, like, if we're to playing, like, practically an items match, this would be the dumbass character I play, and you know what? That's awesome. That's so cool. And I think that's all my platform fighters. Yeah, from the looks of it, that's all my platform fighters. So I guess we'll just stick with fighting games for now. I think I can get this one, like, just out of the way. For anyone that doesn't recognize that, that's Forest Law from Tekken. Specifically, I put him under Tekken 3, but I wasn't able to find, like, a super good image. But I'm sure y'all could tell I custom made these. This is why the stream got delayed Thursday. I made these myself. So it took a bit, because WebP, whoever invented the WebP format, I fucking hope you broke your leg. Hell yeah. Well, I know Roddy played Wonder Woman for a while in Multiverses. For me, it was Purple Guy or Missing No. Yeah, I remember. Let's talk Forest Law. The reason why he's at the bottom of True Toxic is because I have no feelings. He was just the character I played in Tekken 3. I don't have a lot of experience in Tekken 3. The most experience I had was there was a mini arcade at a pizza a pizza place in my town. Like they made like an arcade for a while, and in it they had a Tekken 3 cabinet. I'm like, oh shit! And I played that Tekken 3 cabinet anytime I went. And Forrest, he was just kind of like, yeah, I'll play Forrest, you know. So for me, I don't have an attachment. So he's at like True Toxic. He was just the character I played. That's all I really have to say about Forrest. Like I know it's not a lot, but like that's truly where I'm at. You know. Actually, I almost forgot another platform fighter. Shit. Man, that shows how memorable this one was. Let's talk about Nick All-Star Brawl. Let's talk about Nick All-Star Brawl. That's Shredder from Nick All-Star Brawl 1. They added Shredder. For those unaware, I'm a big TMNT fan. TMNT is one of my favorite franchises. And in Nick All-Star Brawl 1, they had Leonardo and they had Michelangelo. They also had April. And I played Leonardo. I played Mikey. You know, I played both of them for a while. Also, hey Dago, I hope you had a good time at Five Guys. Five Guys is awesome. All good, Ray J. All good. Hale's current stats based off the tier list: 20 HP, 40 attack, 10 defense, 40 special attack, 10 special defense, 30 speed. Lamau. That's funny. But when they announced Shredder, like, I'm pretty sure Shredder got leaked to be coming to Nick All-Star Brawl along with Garfield. And when they announced Shredder ended up being my main at the end. Like, Hugh Neutron, I never got around to actually playing, you know? Oh, yeah, no, the thing with Five Guys is that Five Guys is, like, the best fast food burgers. I love him. He's, like, I love Five Guys. It's expensive as shit, but I love him. Like, I love Shredder. Shredder is a character I love. I love Shredder. Big TMNT fan. I want Shredder in MK1 so badly, and they could get away with it. Trust me. Shredder in Mortal Kombat would be the coolest shit ever, alright? Unfortunately, he was in Nick All-Star Brawl 1. In my opinion of Nick All-Star Brawl 1, also, why am I seeing Waluigi and Pepsi Man in the same tier list? Hi, we're doing a tier list of my mains in video games. Like, Shredder was just in the wrong game. Because he did not end up returning as a playable character in Nick All-Star Brawl 2. Instead, we have fucking Rocksteady, which, out of all the TMNT characters, you picked, is this by any chance an idea took from Alpharad? He took it from Coney, and Coney was the original, like, for me, was going to be the reason why I did this. Then Alpharad did it, and now I look like an Alpharad clone. No, I'm stealing from Coney. Which Alpharad stole from Coney, which Coney stole from another guy. So you know what? No one's original, and I just think this idea is cool. Lamau. But, yeah, no, overall, my opinions on Shredder. Listen, alright, listen. It just happens, you know? Like, I don't know what happens. It just kind of does, you know? It's just over time, I see Alpharad, I'm like, that's a cool idea. Yoink. But this time it was from Coney. I thought Coney had a really cool idea. But yeah, my overall opinion on Shredder is he was in the wrong game. But he was fun. I will say, he was fun. He was the most fun character in Nick All-Star Brawl. Like, at least the first one. The first one I have no plans on ever returning to, because the second one exists, and the second one has Donatello, who is my actual favorite TMNT character. Not my favorite iteration of Donatello, but my favorite overall character. And Donatello is really rad. I think Donatello's actual, like, super fun character. Did you finish the campaign? I did not. I do want to get around to finishing the campaign. You're on Alpharad clone, you've got Booba? So true. So true. Donatello was actually super fun. I like Donatello. Like, the main thing I really enjoyed was, like, he had a projectile that you could, like, launch with his bow staff. That was cool. Like, that was super fun because, like, the arcs you could do with it covered quite a bit. And along with that, like, he had a, what was it? I think it was his heavy forward. Or his side heavy. I want to think it was what it's called. I don't remember, like, the proper terms of Nick All-Star Brawl. But, like, he would just dash forward on a skateboard with a laser beam. If I remember correctly. It's been a second since I've played. But that was cool. Donnie was fun. I would be willing to play... If I got in the mood to play Nick All-Star Brawl 2 again, I'd easily pick Donnie. Donnie's just my guy. He's just cool. Other fighting games. I guess we can also quickly do this. I would say Terry from KOF 15 is high in solid friendship. The reason why he's high in solid friendship and not higher like in True Love, I didn't get super into KOF 15. I didn't get super into it. Not because I disliked the game, but because I was the only person I knew that owned it. No one else owned it, so I did it. Like, I have the issue is outside of a few people, I don't have a lot of fighting game friends, let alone friends willing to buy specific fighting games outside of, like, the big ones. So I didn't play a lot of KOF, unfortunately. But, like, the time I did have with KOF 15, I played Terry because it's Terry Bogard. And he's still super fun. But do you know what else I picked up during that time? I picked up Ralph. Because KOF is a 3v3 game. And on the team, I never found, like, a proper third for my team. I tried, like, this ice lady. But she was not really fun, unfortunately, which sucks because a lot of fighting game characters that have ice-related abilities outside of one later on this list aren't necessarily fun. So I didn't really stick with her often. Ralph was awesome. My dude had, like, rapid-fire punches on, like, almost all of his quarter circles. He had, like, a Superman punch. He had, like, rapid-fire punches. You could angle them forward. You could angle them in the sky. This dude was bonkers. This dude just ran in and beat the shit out of you. Ralph was so cool. Like, Ralph was just fun. And honestly, if I played KOF again, I would want to learn more Ralph. This guy was super cool. Like, I would love, like, if given the chance, I would love to take more time, because if I had more time in KOF, I'd move him up to solid friendship. Unfortunately, yeah, I think I'll move Terry there. But, like, unfortunately, because of the fact that I didn't have a lot of time with KOF, I didn't have a lot of time with Ralph. But Ralph is cool. Ralph is super cool. Like, Ralph was just, literally, all of his attacks were just punches. The dude just liked to punch. And I respect that. I respect that shit. Speaking of respect, this character gets me no respect because no one likes it when I play him. I have not played a lot of Strive. I want to play more Strive. I just haven't played a lot of it. But I really should, because a lot of my friends actually do own Strive. It's one of those fighting games that a lot of people I know that don't play a lot of fighting games do play Strive. Can I get a quick recap of which game does each main come from? Ultimate, every Mario spin-off, Brawl, Smash 4, Rivals of Aether, King of Fighters 15, Nick All-Star Brawl 2, KOF 15, Brawlhalla, Melee Multiverses, Nick All-Star Brawl 1, Guilty Gear Strive, Rivals of Aether, Smash Bros. 64, and Tekken 3. Ralph is just the boxer. He's more of a brawler. Like, he's not much of a boxer. He's definitely a brawler. Okay. So, when it came to Strive, I wanted, I think, Dizzy. If I remember correctly, I think Dizzy was her name. I would Google it, but it would probably get my stream instantly taken down. So I think if I, like... Let me double check. It is Dizzy. I wanted Dizzy, because I played Dizzy a bit. I actually should have put her on this list. I kind of forgot for a second. But Dizzy was the character I played in one of the Guilty Gear games on Switch. It was one of the, the pixelated ones. I'm trying to remember which one it was. But it was one of the ones. Where's mine? Fuck off. But they didn't have Dizzy and Strive. So I started character searching, and eventually I found Happy Chaos. And Happy Chaos is a lot of fun, but no one likes that I play him. Because I didn't know this. Apparently, he's just a super toxic character. Because he's, like, apparently the best character in the game. Or at least was when I picked up Strive. Like, his thing is that he has a gun. That's his shtick. He has a gun. He walks at you. He swipes at you. And he has a gun. He won Evo by Leffen. Yeah, like, I don't like Leffen. But I like Happy Chaos. And he just has a gun. And he has like a move where he just focuses with the gun. And just goes BAM! It is so satisfying to do. I don't know how good he is anymore. I don't know if he got nerfed to the ground. That's a lot. Like, I'm used to characters that are super good getting nerfed into the ground. But Happy Chaos. If I get the chance to play more Strive, I will play Happy Chaos, you know? I'm just saying. At least he's not a crazy gun character like Cable and MVC. We'll get to MVC. We're gonna get there soon. We're gonna get there soon. The more complex the power system is, the funnier is when someone pulls out a gun. It is! The character that pulls out a gun in a fighting game is funny. And because of that, Happy Chaos is fun. Happy Chaos is fun. I like Happy Chaos. Happy Chaos is a cool character. Speaking of cool characters that I didn't have a lot of time to play, Cyber Sub-Zero. I barely touched MK. Like, I'd put him like slightly above Shredder because he was cool. I barely touched MK9, but I have a here. Okay, chat. I have a thing. I like robots, okay? I think robots are cool. Like, this isn't just, like, the Paradox Pokemon argument. Robots are cool. Mega Man is cool. Meat Gunner is cool. Cyber Sub-Zero is cool. I'm sorry, okay? I'm a sucker for robots. I think robots are awesome. And Cyber Sub-Zero is, what if we turned Sub-Zero into a robot? That's cool! That's super cool! I haven't played a lot of MK9 simply just because of the fact that the next MK game that we're about to talk about was the one that, like, was my first MK game I ever played. I'm not good at it, but I liked Cyber Sub-Zero. Like, I would like to play more MK9 at some point. It's just it's very much the matter of I just need people to play with. That's what it comes down to. But as is, I think Cyber Sub-Zero is pretty cool. And speaking of characters I just didn't get a lot of time with, but like for me was memorable. I would say Kung Lao is here. Kung Lao was the Mortal Kombat character that me as a kid I thought was just cool. He had like a buzzsaw hat. And his fatality, the one where he just puts the damn hat down and just drags your ass through the hat. I would like, to me, like, cause MKX came out when I was in middle school, for context. I was like, that's so cool! Like, I lost my shit when I first saw that fatality for the first time. And for me, it was like one of the most memorable things with Kung Lao. So I was like, I want to play Kung Lao. And I did. I was never good at Kung Lao. But because of the fact that I just have that one memory of just, as a kid, this guy is cool. He gets to go in the one night stand category. I like, if I were to play MKX now, I'd probably find a different main. I'd probably pick up, because I've seen like Leatherface combos. Have you seen Leatherface and MKX? Leatherface and MKX is just bonkers. I would love to try out Leatherface, but as is, Kung Lao, for just the childhood memories of what this character brought me, I'd put him in a one night stand. I'd smash. I can't say that with a straight face. I can't say that with a straight face. Though, I will say, oh, nope, wrong Frost. This is the right Frost. This is the Mortal Kombat character I put the most hours into. MK11 Frost. Going along the fact that I just think robots are awesome. We didn't have Cyber Sub-Zero in MK11. We did have Frost, who took up the mantle of practically being that game's Cyber Sub-Zero. And Frost was super cool. I thought Frost's redesign was badass as fuck. I still think it's badass as fuck. Like, the hair, like, I definitely changed the hair to be, like, the classic Frost hair. I was a big fan of that hairstyle in high school, because that was around the time MK11 came out. It was around the time I was in high school. Pre-COVID, if I remember correctly. But I thought she looked cool. She was very fun to play. Apparently, people didn't like fighting Frost in MK11. I never played it a lot of attention. For context as well, I played the Switch version. I had the Switch version. So, wasn't the overall best experience, but it ran at a solid 60. That is the one thing about MK11 on Switch. MK1 looks like ass, but MK11, like, is somewhat competent looking and does run at a solid 60 in combat. So I will give it that. Frost was really annoying in MK11. That makes sense. I would love to play more MK11 now that I own it on other stuff that isn't the Switch version. But, like, even for the Switch version, what it was, and all the time I did put into MK11, Frost was super fun. Very memorable character. I would like to learn more at some point. Because if I also remember near the end of MK11, which is around the time I didn't really play MK11, they did allow for more more customization. Like, they did, I believe they allowed for, like, any moves, like, you could use any moves in competitive, because I knew that was, like, a casual thing, but I think they, after a while, like, in the competitive ladder, they just allowed you to pick any move, except, like, very specific combinations for very specific characters, because, like, it would have been broken or some shit. I don't know. Point is, Frost is cool. I like Frost. And I wish I had more time with Smoke. I'm only putting Smoke at the top of One Night Stand because I have not played, I will admittedly admit, I've not played a lot of MK1. I know a lot of people that own MK1. I just need to schedule more time to play MK1. But Smoke was cool. And I would like to learn more Smoke because it's Yuri Lowenthal. And also his design is cool, and I actually really did enjoy the time I had with Smoke. In MK1, I had a combo of Smoke and Frost. Like, I wanted to rep Frost no matter what. And Smoke was cool. Like, Smoke's just a cool guy. But yeah, no, I would put him higher if I had a bit more time in Smoke, but I don't have a lot of time compared to other people. So for now, he's in One Night Stand. And hopefully one day we can go up to solid friendship, you know? Solid friendship. But sticking with fighting games, I think that's the end. Yeah, that's the end of NRS, but not the end of fighting games. Actually, no, NRS has one more, which I'm gonna put here. Blue Beetle from Injustice 2. I like Blue Beetle. I'm a simple fish. I think Blue Beetle's cool. Blue Beetle was always a character that, as a kid, I grew up watching Brave and the Bold. Brave and the Bold was my Batman show. And I just thought Blue Beetle was cool as shit. Like, Blue Beetle's just conceptually cool character. Plus, he's voiced by Pit in this game. He's voiced by Pit. Like, Kid Icarus Pit. That's awesome. Like, that was when I was like, oh my god, it's Pit from Kid Icarus. He voices Blue Beetle. Like, the thing with Injustice 2 is that its roster is super cool, but it's hammered down by the guns. Deadshot exists, therefore I don't like playing Injustice 2. But if you remove Deadshot and all of the other annoying long-range characters, you know, it's a really cool game. And I hope Injustice 3 comes out one day and gives me Static. I really want Static. Static or Constantine. But until then, I will gladly take Blue Beetle again, because Blue Beetle is super fun. So yeah, Blue Beetle. Not a lot of time. Yeah, Team and T are in Injustice 2, and, like, you know, I never found out how to play as Donatello instead of Leo, so I didn't, you know, I didn't look it up either. I probably should have, but because I didn't, I never got to play Donatello. So if I did, I'd probably have put up Donatello, but because I didn't, Blue Beetle it is. I'm not complaining now. Blue Beetle's really cool. Injustice is cool. I just wish I wasn't being sniped halfway across the map. What other fighting games do we have to get through? I guess we get through, like, some quick one-off fighting games. Marissa goes here. Because Marissa was the first character... Marissa from Street Fighter 6. Marissa was the first time I naturally discovered a character I liked. Because oh, I already went on that rant earlier, Lenny. I've been saying put Shredder in Mortal Kombat 1 for a while now. They have the theme of asshole super, like, comic book characters. I was going to say, no, like, asshole comic book characters. Shredder's a comic book character. Put him in. It's not like Nickelodeon's against the idea of making, like, violent TMNT stuff. We have a rated R live-action Last Ronin movie in the works. Put Shredder in MK. Anyway, back to Marissa. Marissa was the first time I naturally discovered a character I liked. Like, I remember streaming, like, I was streaming some more, World Tour for Street Fighter. And when I got Marissa's normals, I'm like, oh, wait a moment. Oh, this feels kind of nice. This feels kind of good. And then I kept going at, I picked Marissa. I'm like, ooh, that's really cool. And Marissa was, like, the first time I got, like, anything other than the lowest rank in a fighting game, which is sad. You know, I'm not good at fighting games. Like, I want to say I love fighting games, but I'm not good at them. But Marissa was the first time I was truly competent in a non-platform fighter character. Marissa just felt right. Now, granted, I've been very open. As soon as Terry comes out in Street Fighter 6, now that he's confirmed, he's going to be my main. But as is, Marissa is just the experience of discovering a character I love naturally through a fighting game without, like, because for a lot of fighting games, I go in with the mindset of, this character looks cool, I'm going to main them. Street Fighter 6, I didn't have that character in mind outside of, I'm going to, like, I'll probably play Ken. Because I like Ken. I think Ken's cool. And then Marissa just took over, and Marissa's just, she's super rad. She's literally just a juggernaut. So much super armor. Like, her punch, like, my favorite, like, the most basic combo, but, like, my favorite is, you know, just, like, I think it's, like, medium punch, heavy punch, and then, like, it goes into, like, her jump punch, or, like, no, it goes into her overhead punch, she hangs down, and then she goes into her jump punch, and then if I remember correctly, you could combo that into a level 3 if you then do a, like, I think it was a medium kick. You could combo that into a level 3 and do, like, 80% health. And it was so cool. I need to pick up more Street Fighter 6 soon. I would love to stream more Street Fighter 6 at some point. Maybe once I I get over like this little. Oh yeah, then I'd always do the wrong super, but still super. She's still super fun. Unrelated topic, but the Nintendo Direct's my top 10 best directs. Oh, this recent Nintendo Direct was fucking awesome. It was an amazing direct. It was great. Yeah, no, honestly, you know what? I'd put Marissa above Lucario. Just for the fact that I discovered a character naturally just through gameplay. I'd say Marissa is just, even though I'm going to pick up Terry, Marissa most likely will be just a character. I'm like, she was the first character discovered through gameplay alone, and I just think that's rad. I just think that's super cool. What other fighting games we got on here? Oh, we'll get to you two later. Let's go to Pokken. I would say Blaziken goes in the true toxic. Not because I dislike Blaziken, but Blaziken is the character in Pokken I play if I want to win. And Decidueye is the character I play if I want to have fun. I'm not good with Decidueye. Blaziken's easy. Blaziken is a pretty straightforward character. You kick people. You throw in a few punches here and there, but, like, primarily you are kicking people. Yeah, if you played Heihachi, you played Pikachu. It was just funny. Like, I don't even know what character Blaziken is like in, like, you know, Tekken. Maybe that should be the character I look into. Even if Blaziken is related to, like, a Tekken character. But, like, Blaziken was straightforward. I like Blaziken, but, like, if I just wanted to win, I'd play Blaziken. But Decidueye was genuinely fun. Because, number one, it's Decidueye, and Decidueye is amazing. I love Decidueye. Decidueye is super cool. You know, it's an Archer Owl, one of my favorite Pokemon. I want to get better at Decidueye. The main issue is no one fucking plays Pokken anymore, which makes me sad. You know? Alolan. Well, I love both Decidueyes, but, like, Decidueye in Pokken is Alolan, because this was before Hisuian. But yeah, like, Decidueye was just cool. I did get decently high on the ranked ladder with Decidueye, and then after a while, I found out that I couldn't just keep doing, like, the super basic stuff. So I just picked up Blaziken, and I climbed the rest of the way there. At some point, you know, I barely get the chance to play Pokken anymore. But, like, since most of the time I'm with casual people, if I play Pokken, I'll just play Decidueye. And for that, Decidueye's just, Decidueye's fun. I like Decidueye. Decidueye's cool. You know, fun guy, silly little character. And now we get to the final two. Oh wait, nope. I just realized we have a bit more fighting game characters. I thought we were through all of them outside of two. Nah, we got more. Because we got, which is funny because we're about to talk about my favorite fighting game, Dragon Ball FighterZ. I'm going to put. Well, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, okay? We're gonna get there. This isn't just fighting games. Alright? Waluigi is here for Mario Party stuff. This isn't just fighting games. We will get there, you know? Does Pikachu have the devil gene? Probably. I'd believe it. How you doing, Turret? I'd believe it. Let's talk about Gogeta Blue. And honestly, I'd have to put Gogeta Blue at the top of True Toxic. Simply because I spent so long trying to get good with Gogeta Blue, and it never fucking clicked, and it makes me so depressed. I tried so hard to get good at Gogeta Blue, but it never worked. It never worked. I wanted it to work. I wanted it to work so badly, but it never did. And that's what makes me sad. You know? It makes me sad, because Gogeta Blue is just cool. Never got him to work. So for that reason, he goes into True Toxic. Because I did try to play him, but it just never worked out. But do you know what character? Literally, I can fix him, I swear, relationship. Actually, so true. Actually, you know what? New fucking tier. I can fix him, I swear. New fucking tier. And Gogeta Blue will probably be the only one in said tier. Here, let me do that. Let me adjust things real quick. Gogeta Blue might end up being the only person in that tier, but you know what? He can keep this tier to his own. I tried so hard, man, but it just never worked out. Also, hi, Roddy. I tried so hard, but man, it was not meant to be, and it just makes me sad. Now put Goku Black in the. I can fix it. Goku, we're gonna get to Goku Black, but I can tell you right now, Goku Black is not because of fighters. Goku Black is not on this list because of fighters. We're gonna get to him. But if we're talking about the character that has legit been with me since the beginning of fighters, and this is gonna be really funny when I put him up here. Nappa's in True Love. I'm not even fucking bullshitting. I've been playing Nappa since I got Dragon Ball FighterZ. And he is the character I like. I put him in my second slot. I forgot what like the term. I think midpoint. I think he's like my midpoint character. I fucking love Nappa. I love Nappa, and he's literally there. Like he is literally there because of Team 4-Star. He is there because of Team 4-Star. I love Nappa. He is the character I know the most combos for. I'm not good at them, but I know how, like, what you're supposed to do. I have done them here and there. You know, I like, he is the character where I'm like, you know what? I have played him the most. He's in my favorite fighting game. Like, for those unaware, Dragon Ball FighterZ is my favorite traditional fighting game. I wonder if they have made a TFS voice pack mod for him. If someone did, I'll do it, because Team 4-Star is the reason why I play Nappa. Respect for Hale playing the worst type of characters in fighting games. Nappa may have never be a good character, but he is my shit character. He is my boy. I love Nappa. He's such a silly little guy. He has been on my main team in Dragon Ball FighterZ since the beginning. And you know what? He will forever be there. He is my guy. I will play Dragon Ball FighterZ just to play Nappa. I love him. You know? He's just cool. Hell yeah, Blue. Hale plays Happy Chaos and Nappa. Of course, she plays the true toxicity. Lamau. Now, if we're talking about other characters I like in Dragon Ball FighterZ, I'm gonna put Gogeta up here. Gogeta Blue, I could never fix him, but Gogeta 4 is as if I did fix him. Dropping Gogeta, like, making Gogeta 4 my anchor, and dropping Gogeta Blue, because, like, Gogeta Blue was my point character for the longest time. Then I dropped Gogeta Blue, which we're going to talk about, like, the last character on my primary team, who is the point on my main team. But Gogeta 4 is my anchor. And Gogeta 4 just kind of clicks, you know? Where's Z Broly? I don't play Z Broly. Gogeta 4 just kind of clicked with me. It was weird because in my head for the longest time, I'm like, oh, he doesn't have a beam. Fuck this character. But, like, actually playing him, like, oh, wait, shit, he's got some cool sauce. Like, his projectile just being, like, the little, like, blip where he just, like, looks at you and he's like, ugh! Like, what he did to, like, Omega Shenron. That's, like... just the combos you can pull off with Gogeta 4. It feels like I can literally just press buttons and it just works. It just works. Plus, like, his gimmick being like, he just collects the Dragon Balls. That's awesome. He's such a fun character. I think he's kind of cool. And you know who else is a fun character? Cooler. Cooler is my new point character. Cooler just kind of happened because I was just messing around with a few characters at random, like, wait, Cooler's kind of cool. I like this guy. Hold on. So I just hopped on the ladder. I tried Cooler as, like, my point character. And it's like, oh. wait, I like this. And that's how I found my final team, or at least like my go-to team at the moment, which is Cooler, Nappa, Gogeta 4. Like, Cooler just got some sauce. I like his combos. I'm not particularly good at them, but I like his combos. Like, he's got a level 3 that's just like a counter. That's just cool. Like, he has a version that's just like a counter. I just think that's funny. Also, he looks like Shredder, alright? He looks like Shredder. He looks like Super Shredder. And that's also a big reason why I picked him up. He looks like Super Shredder. And, you know, I like Shredder. I'm a TMNT head. Sue me. Because trust me, we're gonna get to TMNT. We're gonna get there soon. We're gonna get to that soon. But yeah, that's my go-to team in my favorite fighting game. Now let's talk about my favorite fighting game character. My favorite fighting game character. I know you may be saying, Hale, that's Marvel Infinite Venom. What the fuck is wrong with you? This was the first fighting game character I labbed. This was the first fighting game character I ever labbed. Marvel Infinite Venom is my favorite traditional fighting game character. If we're talking traditional fighting game, Venom is the reason I play Infinite. Venom in Marvel Infinite is fucking awesome. Venom doesn't get to be above Terry. Well, yeah, because I love, like, Terry Bogard. This is Smash Ultimate Terry. But if we're talking traditional fighting game, Venom is my favorite fighting game character. I played Venom in Marvel 1, Marvel 2, Marvel 3 with mods. But Marvel Infinite is my favorite Marvel game. It's just the fact that Marvel Infinite fucking sucks. The gameplay of Marvel Infinite is so good. It's so good. I love playing Marvel Infinite. The issue is it's Marvel Infinite. If I could just take the gameplay and the characters made in Marvel Infinite and plop them into a new Marvel game with, like, some fucking X-Men and Fantastic Four characters as well. Oh, God, it'd be such a good game. Also, hi, Nick. I love Venom. Venom is one of my favorite characters, period. But Marvel Infinite Venom literally is how I learned to lab, was because of Marvel Infinite Venom. I love him. He is so much fun. I wish Marvel Infinite had remote play on Steam so I could make people play Marvel Infinite. Because I love playing Marvel Infinite, but no one owns the fucking game. Like, no one owns it. No one plays it except me, just the lab. I love this guy, but I never get to play anyone with him. And that's what sucks. But yeah, he's also a stand-in for, like, Marvel, like, any Marvel fighting game or any Marvel game ever. If there's a Marvel game with Venom in it, he is my main. He is my main in all the Marvel vs. Capcom games he's in. He's my main in, like, any Marvel game that he's in. He's going to be my main in Marvel Rivals. Like, Marvel Rivals, I'm going to be a Venom one-trick. I'm not even bullshitting. I will only play Venom. Why isn't he your main in Fortnite? We're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. But if we're talking also characters in Marvel Infinite, because Marvel Infinite's a team game. Who else is on my team? Sigma's so fucking cool, dude. Sigma is so cool. As a character, Sigma is awesome. And as a character in Marvel Infinite, Sigma is so fun. Like, his multi-hitting blades, he's zero. He's zero, but even more cool. I love Sigma. His level 3 in Marvel Infinite is the coolest thing ever. Hold on. I'm gonna like, hold on. Let me see if I can grab something. I put Marvel 3. I meant Marvel Infinite. Like, there's gotta be, like, Hold on. Combo video. There's got to be like a combo video, right? I don't want like... I don't want a tutorial. All right, let me like here, let me grab this real quick. Let me grab this real quick. I know it's like cropped weirdly. Hold on. Hold on, let me like here, I'll just show you like real quick. I know it's cropped weirdly. This guy's fucking awesome. Hold on. Here, I'll fix it like real quick. Where is it? Yeah, no, the word Sigma is also ruined for me, but, like, don't worry about it. Like, look at this guy! He's just cool! And I'm pretty sure they show, like, his level 3 hyper combo in here. Show his level 3. His level 3 is so cool. There, here it is! Look at this! He drags your ass into cyberspace and beats the shit out of you with a bunch of Sigma clones. This guy is awesome. I love Sigma. This guy is cool. I can't hear the word Sigma without pouring brain rot. It's a problem. If they put Marvel Infinite Sigma into Marvel 3, I'm waiting for someone to mod that. The fact that no one's attempted to bring Marvel Infinite Sigma into Marvel 3 should be a war crime. This guy is so cool. I love Sigma. I genuinely pray that if we genuinely have the chance, because now we have an actual chance for a Marvel 4. It's not even a matter of being like praying or coping. We have a chance for Marvel 4 now because of the Marvel Fighting Game Collection, which, by the way, if y'all haven't pre-ordered already, the pre-orders are up. You can pre-order it right now. Go pre-order it if you want a Marvel 4. I am praying Venom and Sigma return in a Marvel 4. Even if it's either or. Obviously, if I have to pick one, I have to pick Venom. But if they brought back Sigma, if they bring back Sigma, oh, baby. Also, I will be streaming the Marvel Collection. I want to make it clear. I will be streaming it. Sigma's just so cool. Sigma's awesome. He's my guy. Oh, excuse me. God, my body was acting weird. But yeah, Sigma, awesome guy. But yeah, that's all the fighting game characters. Let me just do a quick double check. Yep, that's all the fighting game characters. So let's talk about non-fighting game mains. And let's start with the one-offs. I think the best way to do this is to start with some one-offs before we get to, like, I'd say my overall favorite main in any game. So let's start off with a one-off. Maybe asking, Hale, what the actual fuck is the TF2 logo doing here? And I had to do this via this method because of the fact that their render does not exist online. This is a stand-in for Team Fortress in Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed. If y'all have not played Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed, play it. It is such a good racing game. It is such a good racing game. It is so much fun. The issue is that it's not at all like, yeah, the Team Fortress, it's Pyro, Spy, and Heavy. It's Pyro when you're on land, Spy when you're in the sky, and Heavy when you're in the water. Which makes no sense, by the way. Like, Heavy should be the one on land. The one in water, unironically, I'd make Pyro because of Pyro Shark, and I would replace Spy with Soldier in the air. Because that makes more sense. But that's just me. But yeah, I'm a TF2 fan, which we'll get there. We will get there. But yeah, no, the game is super fun. And it's a racing game. You gotta have a main. And for me, it's Team Fortress. Now, granted, Team Fortress is only in the PC version. But the PC version is the only version I play. So, it works out. It works out. You know, like, it's a racing game. It's not gonna be super high. But the fact that it's Team Fortress, that's pretty cool. I love TF2. TF2 is one of my favorite games of all time. So, like, you know, that's just cool. That's just cool to me. Other one-offs. Let's put you here. Let's talk about Frost in Warframe. I don't play a lot of Warframe. Hey, Red King, how you doing? I don't play a lot of Warframe. I have a lot of friends that play Warframe. And a lot of my friends have... I've talked about this a few times, but in the EQ community, we have phases. We have phases where, like, for, like, a week or two, we'll play, like, a specific game. And with Warframe, that's one of the most common phases in the EQ community, is once one person starts playing Warframe, suddenly everyone starts playing Warframe. I am not particularly good at Warframe. Warframe is not a game that ever clicked with me as much as other people. Right? But I will play Warframe. And when I play Warframe, I play Frost. I think Frost is cool. There's another Warframe that I considered putting on here, but I forgot her name, so I just put Frost, because Frost is, like, my most played. But, like, there's, like, this mermaid fish Warframe as well. I don't remember her name, but she's also cool. But Frost, I'd say, is over on my most played. And because of the fact that, like, Warframe didn't necessarily click for me, but he's still technically a main, he's on this list. And I'd say he's a decent 1-9 stand. Not one that, like, I'm clamoring to return to or ever see again. But when the mood comes around, I'll always dial up Frost, you know? Gotcha, Songo. Just relaxing for today? Fuck yeah. We're doing some tier lists. Yarel, you're really? You're Ellie? I'm bad at pronouncing. But yeah, that one. Also, for those curious, there is a lot of Warframe stuff. A lot of people play Warframe in EQ. We don't have a Warframe chat, which I'm kind of shocked by. I'm shocked no one in the EQ community has made a Warframe chat yet. But quite a few people in EQ play. A lot of people in EQ play Warframe, so if you guys are into Warframe, go follow some other peeps in EQ. They do some cool stuff. Other one-offs. I don't see... Oh, here's another one-off. Let's talk about Ying. Let's talk about Ying. I put her here. Let's talk about Ying from Paladins. I did play Paladins for a while. I have not played in fucking years. I don't even know if the game is still up. Is Paladins even still up? Is Paladins getting updates still? Like, do people still play Paladins? I have no idea. Yes? Okay, then maybe I'll download Paladins again. Because I actually played Paladins for one reason. Ying has a mermaid skin. Ying has a mermaid skin. I'm gonna grab this real quick. I'm gonna hopefully grab an image that will not get me banned. Ying has a mermaid skin. This is why I played Ying. And, first of all, you know, they didn't cheap out like Overwatch. She has an actual mermaid tail. That's awesome. That's awesome. And yes, I would play Paladins again just for this. Just for this. I own the skin. I completed that battle pass. Well, Songo helped me complete it as well. But that battle pass was completed just for that skin. I have it. And you know what? I'd play again just for that skin. Now, would that qualify for true love? No. Because, like, I don't play a lot of Paladins. But if I would manage to play Paladins again, yeah, I'd play only Ying. Mermaids are cool. I don't know what to tell y'all. What do you expect from the Mermaid VTuber? Hell, can you skip time forward by 2 hours? Unfortunately, I can't. No, I don't have time powers canonically. By the way, since we're getting close to the end of this tier list, if you guys have other tier lists you guys want me to do, post them in Icy Lobby. If you guys have tier lists you want me to fill out, post in Icy. I think that's it for, like, one-off. So I guess I'll just work through the multiplayer games I play quite often. Let's start with DBD. My overall DBD main is Pinhead, which I will put Pinhead at the beginning of long-lasting relationship. I will put it there. Pinhead is fun. I think, like, I'm a big Hellraiser fan. And Pinhead, like, just the amount of pressure you put onto people with Pinhead, with, like, the lament configuration and the chains, like, the chain hunt puts so much pressure on the people. It's so much fun. You may, like, watching people squirm around to try and find the box and running, I don't remember the name of the perk, but the perk where, like, in the first 8 seconds of the match, you see people. So, like, normally it'll be one person running off to batshit nowhere. That person's heading towards the box. You head towards that generation. Boom. Lament configuration, chain hunt activates at the beginning of the match. And I'm like, oh, shit! It's so cool. It's so cool. Pinhead's fun. I love Pinhead. But my first ever DVD, man, was Nemesis. And I would say Nemesis goes in solid. All you see is Legion, that one celeb dude in Ghostface. Lamau. Yeah, no, so I started DBD because of the Resident Evil collab, which I'll get to my Survivor main in a second. And Nemesis was the character I started with. You know, because I got the Resident Evil bundle. That was the reason why I picked up DBD, was Resident Evil. Excuse me. And because of that, I played Nemesis. And Nemesis is fun. Nemesis is cool. I like Nemesis. Like, I definitely prefer Pinhead. But, like, I will pick up Nemesis every so often. And I do have fun with, like, all the zombies and the tentacle virus stuff. That's cool. That's cool. I like the range you have with the swipe. I think that's pretty cool. Sucks you have to hit him 3 times with the swipe. But, like, understandable with how much range that thing does get. It's nice, you know? It's nice. He's a nice little, like, you know, like a little treat every so often. I pick up, like, ooh, Nemesis. I'll play a little bit of Nemesis. Delicious. And yeah, I mean, it's fucking Leon Kennedy. It's fucking Leon. Actually, I'd put Leon. I think I prefer Killer. I think I do prefer Killer in DBD. So I'll put Leon behind Pinhead. But yeah, it's Leon. I know, shock. Oh, the Resident Evil 4 fan plays Leon Kennedy. I did debate putting Ash Williams as my Survivor man, but to be fair, my Leon is is very close to max level in DBD. Like, or at least, like, a pretty high level in DBD. So I would say Leon overall, but Ash Williams is close. Ash Williams is very close. Like, it doesn't necessarily matter who your main in DBD for Survivor is, but it's Leon. It's Leon. I do wish the default was Resi 4, but I understand why they did Resi 2 because of the whole, you know, fucking police station. I get it. Still a shit map, but, you know, I get it. I get it. Understandable. Have a nice day. Moving away from shooter, or like, we haven't gotten back to shooters yet. I don't know what the fuck I'm on about. Let's talk about a MOBA. Let's talk about MOBAs. Let's talk about Pokemon Unite. Let's talk about Scizor. Put Scizor here. Scizor is a solid-ass friendship. Scizor is a solid-ass friendship right there. Like, me and him every so often, like, there have been characters that have taken over Scizor's spot. Scizor was my secondary for a while, as of recently. It's now, like, my 4th character. But me and Scizor, we go back. You know, Scizor is a cool-ass character. The bullet punch, regeneration, combined with the double hits. Oh, baby. That's a solid-ass time. I'm not a fan of MOBAs, but I like to watch. That's so valid. Like, the bullet punch health regeneration, that shit is solid. That is solid, man. I think Scizor is just a really fun character. Like also solid damage when you do like the double hit into bullet punch, and if you have some attack weights up, oh baby, that you were ranking up the damage there. That is some good shit. Speaking of good shit, let's talk about Meowscarada, who's on the top of solid friendship. Because Meowscarada decided to become my secondary. No longer my secondary. We are getting there. We are getting there. Because I have to put them on the top of solid friendship. Because unfortunately, their time in the sun, Meowscarada, was cut short because of a new character. Because Meowscarada was fun. Because I do play jungler. Jungle is my primary lane in Pokemon Unite. If I'm playing Pokemon Unite, 9 out of 10, I am the jungler. If I'm with friends, I will usually play the jungler. I like playing in jungle. Jungle is where I feel the most comfortable. Being able to rank up like the XP very quickly and just get, become the high level killer. Because I play a lot of frail characters. Scizor is like the exception to the frail characters, but overall it is pretty frail. So I need as much levels as I can to get as much damage off as I can before I go down. Meowscarada is fun. The Trailblaze Night Slash combo, where Trailblaze makes your basic attack will shoo, and then you have the Night Slash for the combo for crit damage and shit. That's fun. I will still play Meowscarada, but I now consider them I have a pocket Meowscarada. Both Scizor and Meowscaradas I consider pockets. But if we're talking secondary, oh baby, I have a new secondary, and that would be I'll put him here. That would be Ceruledge. Ceruledge has become my new secondary. Ceruledge is so cool. I've been playing Ceruledge non-stop since he's released. And it is the one time I generally do not regret buying a character with gems. Am I happy that I spent gems on it? No, but I don't regret it. Because Ceruledge, I love the Psycho Cut Flame Charge. The burst damage you can pull off. But, not even just that. You can play Ceruledge as a bulky team attacker. With, Phantom Force and Bitterblade. You can do, team attacks with that set. It's the first time where I'm generally, depending on which lane, I don't feel like I have to play jungler. I can play bot lane as well with Ceruledge as, the bulky team attacker if I have to. For once, it feels like Ceruledge, is, the first time where, I guess if I'm not struggling if I am not in jungle. And that's super cool. Ceruledge is just such a fun character. And Ceruledge is a top 30 Pokemon for me. I love Ceruledge. As soon as it was announced, I'm that's going on my team. And it was on my team. It was on my team in Pokemon Violet. And I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of this guy. Super cool, super rad. 10 out of 10 would play again. But we're talking overall Unite, man. I mean, no one's shocked, right? No one's shocked. It's Decidueye. No shit. Decidueye is my third favorite Pokemon. Archer Owl. One of the coolest jungle playstyles where you're literally lurking in the shadows with a big ass arrow drawn. The main issue is Decidueye is not only frail as shit, he's slow as shit unless he's using Shadow Sneak. If he's in Shadow Sneak, you can schmoove. You can definitely schmoove, but you're not schmooving. You're not Zooey Mama across the map. It's more of, I mean, yeah, I can get across the map if I needed, but you're making it work. You're making it work. You're making it work. It will work out. It will work out. So yeah, those are my Pokemon Unite mains. What game do I want to do next? I guess we'll do Overwatch. We will do Overwatch next. let's talk about my first ever Overwatch main. I will put Lucio. I think Lucio is the top of solid friendship at the moment. Lucio was my first ever Overwatch main. I loved the idea of being a healer slash, like, movement speed buff applier. I really liked that idea. I loved his design. I love his concept, like, with, like, being the DJ and different tracks, like, either healing or speeding. Because, like, when I first discovered Overwatch, Lucio was literally just announced. Like, Lucio was the newest character announced when I discovered Overwatch. And I thought Lucio's design was so cool that when I played Overwatch, during the beta, I only played Lucio for a while. Lucio was my guy. And I will admit, after some time, I did start to fall off of Lucio. I'm not very good with Lucio. Which is funny, because, like, Lucio's one of those characters that, like, you just need to exist. But, like, there's a difference between being, like, you know, a solid Lucio and a good Lucio. And I never got to the good Lucio. But we work with what we can. And I don't regret my time playing Lucio. I don't. But I will say, I really like the time I put into Zarya. Zarya ended up becoming my main for a while. And she's still my secondary. To this day, Zarya is still my secondary. I love Zarya. I was not, like, Zarya was one of those characters I looked at, I'm like, I have no idea how you work. I did not know how Zarya worked for the longest time. And then I found out how she worked. I think one game, I was literally just in quick play match, I'm like, well, I understand how Zarya works now. I guess we give her a shot. And then it clicked. Everything clicked into place. And I'm like, oh, baby. And ever since then, Zarya has been my gal. She, like, anytime I just need some damage, because she is damage. She is damage the tank for me. Anytime I want to support my team out, but do, like, some high damage, I go my gal. Plus, also, I genuinely think I do better tracking with, like, the mouse than actual proper aiming. I don't know why, but Zarya is, like, the character I'm able to aim the best with. I don't know. Maybe it's just, like, the beam is easier for me to aim. I don't know, but that's what I discovered about myself. That I was like, oh, shit, Zarya is awesome. And she was the second character I ever got a gold gun for. Because not long after I picked up Zarya, the fourth Overwatch character was an... Fourth? Wait. Fourth? Third Overwatch character was announced. Third. In my brain, I'm like, wait, which order? No, third. The third Overwatch character, like, at pre-launch, was announced. And that'd be Orisa. I love Orisa. I adore Orisa. Like, even before her rework in Overwatch 2, I loved Orisa. She just worked. She had, like, the Holt was fun. Her shield was super, like, nice. Bongo, listen, you pulled out a fat bongo to support the team. Plop that shit down. Oh, baby. And when they announced they were going to fully rework her in Overwatch 2, I won't lie, I was like, man, I'm pissed the fuck off. And then I played her. I'm like, oh, wait, no, she's awesome again. She's awesome again. Which is just funny, because, like, I never expected to, like, actually, like, you know, like Overwatch. Because, like, Overwatch 2 Orisa, I understand so many people fucking hate Orisa. That's valid, Nick. I haven't touched Overwatch since the beginning of Season 10. I won't lie, I'm a little burnt out of Overwatch, and I don't know when will be the next time I pick it up. I'll probably check out the new season. I know it's out. I'll probably check it out at some point, but, like, I'm not in a rush. Especially currently in my multiplayer game burnout, kind of, at the moment. But Orisa in Overwatch 2, I still love her. She's still my main. The javelin combos, the fact that you could just pierce people into a wall and then, like, shred them and you just don't die. It's great. I mean, they should have done a lot of other things. There's a reason why I haven't touched Overwatch in a hot second. Because I genuinely believe that the Overwatch devs are completely incompetent. But actually, now looking at this, I think I put Waluigi here. I think Waluigi goes at the top. Looking at him like, nah, no, Waluigi makes sense at the top there. Does anyone make sense to be at the top of One Night Stand at the moment? Oh, I know who goes at the top of One Night. I looked at who's upcoming. I now understand. We have one more FPS to get to, but that's literally going to be my last character. So, we're going to move on to Skylanders. Now, you may be asking, Hale, you can't main someone in Skylanders. Counterpoint, yes you can. There's a PvP mode, and guess what? Freeze Blade is at the top. He is my guy. He is my GOAT. Freeze Blade and I, we go way back, alright? We go way back when I was, like, fucking, like, still just hitting the double digits in my birth years, alright? Me and Freeze Blade go way back. My Freeze Blade original figure is on my desk. I am holding him right now. He is always on my desk. I have my Skylanders collection. Freeze Blade is above all the rest of my Skylanders. He is on my desk, front and center, always here. He is my GOAT, my guy, my G. I love Freeze Blade. His design is awesome. His moveset is super, like, it's super fun. You got the chakram, you got, like, the skates, you got the I-beams. He is going to carry me when we start the Skylander Marathon. He's going to carry my ass through Swap Force. He is awesome. He is rad. I love Freeze Blade. He is cool. There. Anyway, I love Freeze Blade. He's cool. And also, like, my second Skylander nowadays, I would consider, like, Camo. Camo, if you guys have ever played Skylanders, you would realize that Camo is a little bit busted. For a time. Like, honestly, if I really wanted to, I feel like I could do this, and it would still get my point across. I love how you can barely see the top of Gogeta's hair down below. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Honestly, I feel like Camo, he's definitely in long-lasting friendship, but honestly, I'm going to put him in toxic. I'm going to put you. Actually, no, I have someone else. I'm going to move you up to long-lasting friendship, because Camo, for the longest time, was the one Skylander I never got as a kid, but begged for years. I begged for Camo. I wanted Camo so badly, and then I finally got Camo in the palm of my hands. And I love him. Also, he's extremely fucking toxic in PvP. You can just spam the melon vines. Like, you spam the melon vines, and legit, you will shred your opponent. It's insane how much damage Camo does. Hello, Zach. I hope you're doing well. It is genuinely insane just how much damage this little guy can pull off. It's beautiful. And finally having him feels like my childhood is complete. Also, before you ask, I wasn't able to find proper PNGs of them online. That's why they look this way compared to everyone else. I legit couldn't find proper PNGs. And I was not about to crop, so yeah, they look a little funny. Now let's get to everyone's favorite game, Fortnite. Let's get to Fortnite. Let's talk about the most toxic of toxic weapons, but I will forever love, but I know for a fact is never, ever coming back outside of one-off events. Waterbending was awesome. Waterbending was so cool. Waterbending was awesome. And it is most likely never coming back. Unless they add more avatar skins or do another avatar event. The waterbending was legit one of the most busted things they ever introduced into Fortnite. And it was so funny. It had no fall off. You got health while in water. The reload and firing speed was insane. And how the damage it could do was like, oh my god. And again, no fall off. You can shoot people across the map with this thing. And its projectile speed was insane as well. That's why it goes in toxic. This thing is literally toxic. One of the most toxic things they ever introduced to Fortnite. It was awesome. And do you know what else goes on the top of one night stand? Alright, Fortnite wouldn't be so fucking embarrassing if they made lobbies where people with actual aim skill and FPF experience didn't deal with losers using fucking waterbending and Chain of Hades. Waterbending is a fucking crutch. You are not good at the game because of waterbending. I would become severely depressed if I had to rely on any of those stupid non-fucking weapons. So true. Thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary, by the way. I appreciate it. But yeah, no, if we're talking like an actual true one-night stand, it's Donnie's bow staff. The TMNT event was one of my favorite times in Fortnite. And yes, it is because of the fact it is TMNT. TMNT is awesome. And when they announced that TMNT was coming to Fortnite, I was losing my shit. I was losing it. People were like, Peter Griffin, Solid Snake. And I'm like, oh my god, TMNT is coming to Fortnite. And they had their own event. They had the Shredder Battle Pass. They had all this cool stuff. That is the true definition of a one-night stand, and it's why it's at the top. True definition. I love the... it's practically a reskin of, like, a lot of, like, their melee weapons. You have, like, a dash, right? You get a double jump. And it was like a melee combo. Right, it's practically a lot of the Fortnite melee weapons, but it's TMNT, and that's why it's the best. But if we're talking actual Fortnite weapons that are the non-event ones, oh baby, let's talk about the combat shotgun. Thank you for the anniversary affiliate. Thank you so much. Let's talk about the combat shotgun. This is my favorite shotgun in Fortnite. I love the combat. This thing is awesome. This thing is super cool. It is hands down my favorite shotgun. The range, the firing speed, the power, everything just feels so good. It feels amazing. Anytime they announce that the combat is unvaulted, I immediately start searching for that. The combat, it just feels right. It feels right. And I love it for that particular reason. But it's not my favorite gun, because my favorite gun goes to the Burst Assault Rifle. I love this thing. It is perfect at medium, at long, at close range. I've literally gone matches where I only use a burst rifle. You know, the shit, like, you take out an enemy and, like, it takes like three firings, like 3 shots, solid, you're dead. It's such a versatile weapon. It is so satisfying to use. I love it. I love it. Anytime a burst rifle is unvaulted and put in Fortnite, like, I like the burst SMG, but nothing's ever gonna beat the burst rifle. It's just, it looks nice, it sounds nice, it feels amazing to use. I love it. I love it. But we gotta talk about the true MVP of Fortnite. He goes at the top of true love. Well, not the top, the bottom of true love. The Goku Black bit. The fact that it's still going to this day. Anytime I play Fortnite, 99% of the time, if I'm not on random, right, on the random weapon skins, or on, like, the random, or, like, the latest skin released, 99% of the time, I'm on Goku Black. Goku Black is my go-to skin in Fortnite. And to me, Goku Black is not a Dragon Ball character anymore. Goku Black is a Fortnite character. It literally started because one day I saw Miles Morales well as Goku Black, and me and the boys thought that those two paired together was the funniest combination ever. Just the idea of Goku Black being, like, both a true, like being, like, madly in love with Zamasu, but also being a raging homophobe. Like, he would go to every pride parade showing the most toxic support, like, ever. Like, you can tell he's part of the community, but he does it in the worst ways possible. We thought that was so funny. We thought pairing him with Miles Morales, because Goku Black thinking because he has the name Black in his name is just... God, I love it. This bit is just evolved. We keep talking about different combinations of this iteration of Goku Black in our head. Like, as evolved in... You know what? I'll put Goku Black above me, Gunner. I'll put Goku Black. And again, this is specifically Fortnite. Specifically Fortnite. Goku Black is not my favorite Dragon Ball character. That goes to Gogeta. But Goku Black in Fortnite is my favorite Fortnite character because of the stupid ass headcanon that we have come up to that is just devolved into the most outrageous bit we ever could. I love it. I love it. But I feel like it's now time. We're on our final character of this tier list, and he's going to the top of True Love because this character has been with me for literally a decade now. I've been playing this game for a decade, and this character has been with me since I was since middle school. I was in middle school, and has nonstop just been there for me. This game has been in my top 5 favorite games of all time for literally a decade, and will probably forever stay that way. And for me, that game is Team Fortress 2, and that character is the medic. The medic in TF2 is my all-time main. I know a lot of people don't associate me with the medic because I don't play TF2. Like, I don't stream TF2. Unfortunately, the stream community in TF2 is very hostile. It's a very hostile space. Thank you for the stretch. And unfortunately, TF2, because of its especially because of its current state, it's not a good idea to stream TF2. But I love playing TF2. I will play TF2 with people in the Discord. I'll play TF2 when I just need to, like, de-stress. And 9 out of 10 times, I will play the medic. The medic is the character where I feel the most control with. It feels like I am literally in charge of the battlefield. I choose who lives and who dies. People rely on me. The second I hop onto a match, I lock medic. Everyone's like, oh my god, someone's playing medic. Oh my god. It is the best feeling ever knowing that you are the reason your team is alive. Because other games, they force supports nowadays. Someone has to play support. TF2, you have the full range to play whatever the hell you want. But I play the medic. I am in charge. I am the main character. And for that reason, medic is my true love when it comes to any of my mains. And that is my main tier list. From the bottom, Gogeta Blue, Forest Law, Mario from Smash Bros. 64, Shovel Knight from Rivals, Blaziken from Pokken, Pepsi Man from Rivals of Aether Workshop, Happy Chaos from Guilty Gear Strive, Waterbending from Fortnite, Frost from Warframe, Shredder from Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, Cyber Sub-Zero from MK9, LeBron James from Multiverses, Samus from Super Smash Bros. Melee, Kung Lao from MKX, Blue Beetle from Injustice 2, Ying from Paladins, Core from Brawlhalla, Ralph from KOF 15, Smoke from MK1, Donnie's Bow Staff from Fortnite, Donnie from Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, Terry Bogard from KOF 15, Nemesis from Dead by Daylight, Scizor from Pokemon Unite, Decidueye from Pokken, Team Fortress from Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed, Vegeta from Rivals of Aether, Frost from MK11, Meowscarada from Pokemon Unite, Lucio from Overwatch, Leon Kennedy from Dead by Daylight, Pinhead from Dead by Daylight, Ceruledge from Pokemon Unite, Cooler from Dragon Ball FighterZ, Mega Man from Super Smash Bros. 4, Sigma from Marvel Infinite, Lucario from Smash Bros. Brawl, Combat Shotgun from Fortnite, Burst Assault Rifle from Fortnite, Camo from Skylanders, Marissa from Street Fighter 6, Gogeta 4 from Dragon Ball FighterZ, Zarya from Overwatch, Incineroar from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Waluigi for any Mario spin-off game that he's available in, Mii Gunner from Smash Bros. Ultimate, Goku Black from Fortnite, Decidueye from Pokemon Unite, Orisa in Overwatch 1 and 2, Nappa from Dragon Ball FighterZ, Venom for any of the Marvel vs. Capcom games, specifically Infinite is my favorite, Freeze Blade from Skylanders, Swap Force, Terry Bogard from Smash Bros. Ultimate, and my all-time favorite main, the Medic from Team Fortress 2. Truly, truly a tier list of all time. And if I could download it, that'd be awesome. That'd be super cool. That'd be super awesome. It's not downloading. Fuck. Oh, there we go. Now I got it. Cool. Poggers, chat. All right. We got like an hour and 10 minutes left, chat. What tier lists y'all want to see me do now? We got plenty of time. Let's see what other tier lists we can pull up. And no, Songo, I'm not doing the Ben 10 9/11 tier list because out of context, number one, that sounds awful, and number two, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. For context, chat, because I know for a fact, out of context, Bakugan, I don't know enough about Bakugan to do a Bakugan tier list, unfortunately. It has to be something I know. Which, like, I can pull up, like, a Pokemon tier list. Hold on, let me pull up a Pokemon tier list real quick. Let me see if I can find one. Let me see if I can find one that I haven't done in a hot second. Ah, I see. I can't do those right now. Fuck. Actually, I think I could do Ben 10. Let me pull up a Ben 10 one. I haven't done a Ben 10 tier list in a hot second. Hey, let me see if I can grab one real quick. I think this one has all of them. Let me check. Oh, baby, it's true. Oh my god, this truly has all of them. What the fuck? Oh, bet. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, let's do this one. This one literally has all of them. Like, every version as well. I'm like, okay. Okay. Sure. Why not? Some I don't even recognize. All right, bet. Let's do it. Let's see how far we can get in this one. All right, let's start with Arctiquana. What's my thoughts on Arctiquana from, like, classic? I'm also just gonna count each alien, like, as one. Like, if there's a version of them, I'm just gonna count it as all of them. Because, like, if I scroll down, you're gonna see a lot of, like, repeats. There's also a lot of aliens that, like, I don't even know who the fuck they are. I'm assuming probably at some point was confirmed to be, like, for alternate Bens, but sure. How do I feel about Arctiquana? I would give Arctiquana, like, a C tier, right? I'd give Arctiquana a solid C tier. I think Arctiquana is, like, if they're in C tier, they're an alien that, like, I have no true feelings about. But I don't, like, it's not in, like, a negative way. Just, like, they exist. You know? Like, they exist. Arctiquana didn't get a lot of time. And then in Omniverse, they reintroduced him in Omniverse. And then they gave him, I think it was like, what, was it a Jamaican accent? That was kind of silly. Arctiquana just didn't get enough. God fucking, wow, they really have everyone. They have fucking Ben Man. For those who don't know who Ben Man is, it's the Eon transformation from Race Against Time. What the fuck do you expect me to say about Ben Man? All I can comment in the fact is that the fan base of Ben 10 is just all agreed. Yeah, his name is Ben Man. Sure. Why not? I guess. Now, Blitzwolfer. Blitzwolfer I actually like. I think Blitzwolfer is kind of cool. I give him a solid B tier. I think it's pretty cool. Solid werewolf design, sonic powers. Cool shit. I like him. Pretty rad. Speaking of pretty rad, Buzzshock. That's, you know, he's in C tier. I think he's cool. But, like, it's... When you start going through this tier list, you'll realize just how many aliens Ben have that have, like, electrical-themed powers. Where a lot of them just kind of blend together. I like Buzzshock more as its species, like the megawatts. And less of the Ben transformation, if that makes sense. Like, I don't mind Buzzshock existing. I think he's cool still. But, like, I very much prefer the species over, like, the Ben transformation, if that makes sense. Cannonbolt's cool, alright? Like, I've not met a single person that thinks Cannonbolt is bad. Cannonbolt is just a universally agreed on, this guy's just cool. Simple power, but, like, super unique. He just rolls into a ball. Like, solid design, you know? Like, there's nothing bad about Cannonbolt. He's just a big guy. The fact that he's technically the last, like, Imperium... Like, what was the species name? A Durian Pararola, I think it was. Like, the fact that Cannonbolt's technically the last of the species, because canonically the entirety of Cannonbolt's species are fucking dead. I mean, yeah, no, you can't go wrong there. He's a cool guy. I like him. Cannonbolt's fun. Yeah, like, everyone just agreed. Cannonbolt, cool. Speaking of cool, Diamond Head. Diamond Head's also just... Like, Diamond Head to me is, like, the cool classic alien go-to. Because, like, we're gonna get to forearms, and I'll tell my opinion. Arburian Pelarolta. Thank you. Thank you, Zach. We'll get to my opinion on forearms when we get there. But, like, to me, Diamond Head was the cooler forearms. In the sense, it's like, he's one of the go-to aliens for Ben. And I just think diamonds is just cooler than being strong. You know, having, like, the diamond shit. That solid. Like, it just like, looks... His design is so slick. You know? It's just a slick design. Like, the crystal generation as well. Oh, beautiful. Also, solid designs. We're gonna talk about Ditto. Ditto is just cool looking. Like, I don't know what it is about Ditto's design. It's just appealing to look at. He's slick. He's got them big old hands. He's got them yowie hands. That's the only way I can describe him. He's got them yowie hands. Like, he's just such a fun design. He's voiced by Yakko Warner. And, like, his power, like, has, like, is, like, cool. It can multiply, but also has, like, a cool drawback where, you know, like, all of them experience the same pain, which they kind of ignore later on. But, like, you know, it's still cool. Also, his classic design's just better. I love Omniverse. His classic design's better. Eye Guy. Eye Guy appears more in Omniverse. But I still think he's still solid. For the longest time, I thought Eye Guy was kind of lame. Because, like, eventually they kind of devolve into just using lasers. But, like, early on, it showed that, like, he's like an avatar. Unironically, Eye Guy's, like, an avatar-esque character. He's got, like, ice powers, like, electric powers, fire power. He uses the elements through his eyes. It's like, okay, sure. Like, it's so random that, like, Eye Guy can just shoot different elements from his eyes. But it's just like, that's pretty cool. I don't know, maybe it's just a me thing. I just think it's kind of cool. Element of surprise. Yeah, that's the best way to describe him. Oh, God, let's talk about forearms. I think forearms is okay. That's my opinion on forearms. I don't dislike forearms. I really don't. But I just think it's kind of boring. Like, he's cool. Like, I don't hate him. He's kind of boring. right? He's just big, strong guy with 4 arms. And his name is 4 Arms. I'm not here to say Ben's names are clever. I'm just saying more of the facts, like, yeah, that's 4 Arms. He's there. Now we're talking like a top 10 aliens, which we're gonna put my top 10 in the S. We're just gonna put like my top 10 because, you know, Ben 10. We're gonna put him over in the S rank, which this is not my favorite classic alien. We're gonna get there. He's coming up, or at least one of my favorite classic alien. Ghost Freak is easily a top 10 alien. Bro escaped the Omnitrix, a thing that literally only can happen in Ben 10. The story of Ghost Freak literally can only happen in Ben 10. Like, the entirety of, like, the Ghost Freak arc and Classic is super fun. As a character, Scare is super rad. Like, I understand it's different from Ghost Freak. But, like, even Ghost Freak on its own, the design is simple. But, like, once you figure out, oh, yeah, that's protective skin, so it doesn't burn in the sun. That's rad as hell. And also, like, the Omnitrix literally being between, like, the skin. That's just so cool. I wish more aliens had, like, more unique Omnitrix, like, placements. As in, like, you know, more things like Ghost Freak where, like, the Omnitrix is, like, kind of hidden, you know? You know? And yeah, no, like I said, the entire thing with him, like, they set up the fact that, like, Ghost Freak just felt weird to become. And I just think that's cool. I think that's cool. Let's talk about Frankenstrike. That's my opinion on Frankenstrike. He's cool. I like his like the design of him in like the OG series. He's got a cool Frankenstein motif. He's another electric alien. Listen, man, alright, I'm sorry, Ben just has so many electric aliens. I don't understand what was their thing with electric aliens, but, like, they have a lot of electric aliens. Like, yeah, electric powers are cool, but, like, there are so many of them. There are so many. So many. You know? But do you know who's cooler? Do you know who's cooler than Frankenstrike here? Gray Matter. Gray Matter was voiced by Richard Horvitz, and that alone puts him in B tier. All right. And he sounds like a nerd emoji in Omniverse. Like, I don't remember what it was that, like, I don't know who it was that made the comment while we were, like, me, Roddy, and Songo were watching Omniverse, but someone made the comment that Omniverse Gray Matter sounds like his voice just sounds like the nerd emoji. That's just funny. That just stuck with me. Also, I just think Galvins are just cool. They're the little gray men aliens. I mean, that's just neat. You know, that's just neat. So about Heat Blast. I can't put Heat Blast in anything below B. You know? It's just fire. As a kid, I hated fire. I thought, because like a whole Pokemon, like, oh, I use grass types, so I have to hate fire types. Then as I get older, I'm like, nah, fire's cool. There's a reason why fire types are popular in Pokemon or just in media in general. Fire's cool. And Heat Blast is cool. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not even gonna pretend nowadays like I have to share that opinion anymore. Because he's just rad. But do you know who my favorite classic alien is? Were you expecting anyone else? Of course it's Ripjaws. It's Ripjaw. It's the Merfolk alien. It's the Merfolk one. Big ass jaws. Goes nom 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 nom. Like that's. Come on. Like we barely got Ripjaws in Ben 10. Unfortunately, they forgot about Ripjaws. And then they gave us a shitty cameo in UAF. It wasn't a good cameo. But, like, we got something. And then they brought back an Omniverse with an even cooler design. I like Omniverse Ripjaws. Yeah, no, Ripjaws is just, like, he's a cool fish guy. And that's all you really need for me to be happy. It's just a cool fish guy, as a fish guy myself. Then we have Ben Mummy. How do I feel about Ben Mummy? I feel neutral. I don't feel anything when it comes to Ben Mummy. It's another, like, you know, even the reboot, they changed Ripjaws and replaced him. They did replace Ripjaws, which is fine. Right? I don't mind that they didn't bring back Ripjaws in the reboot. I don't mind that fact. It's more just like, that's unfortunate. You know, that was my opinion. It's like, that's just unfortunate. But yeah, my opinion on Ben Mummy or Snarrow is like, he's cool looking. He's got a slick design. I definitely prefer his OG design where he's like very like he's a small ass head and his like arms are massive. I like the fact that technically it's like the head is controlling only like everything else, like the wrapping. Cool shit. Solid. Do you know what else is solid? Not Spitter. I'm sorry, alright? I understand Spitter has his fans. He was in the show for 30 seconds! 30 seconds! That's all we got a Spitter. Moving on, Stinkfly's cool. Listen, I'm sorry, but like, you're not convincing me Spitter's cool, alright? We got him for 30 seconds. If he was in more, I'd have more of an opinion. I have no opinion, but like, not in a like a positive way, in a negative way. He was there for 30 seconds. That's all I have to work with. You know, Stinkfly's awesome. As a kid, Stinkfly grossed me out. Nowadays, I'm like, man, this guy's so cool. He's a big ass bug, shoots like goo out of his eyes. I hate what they did with him in every series that wasn't OG, because I kind of forgot about him, and I don't like the fact they gave him like pupils in Omniverse. Like, if they didn't give him that, his design would be awesome. Like, Omniverse doesn't give pupils to like, they don't give pupils. Or like irises. Is it irises? Yeah, no, they don't have irises. Never mind. Point is, Stinkfly doesn't need pupils. Giving pupils to Stinkfly was weird. But like, outside of that, you know, Stinkfly's awesome. Stinkfly's super cool. Speaking of super cool classic aliens, it feels like I'm putting a lot of classic aliens in the top 10, which, I mean, to be fair, they're really cool. All right, listen. OG, I love Omniverse. Omniverse is my favorite series. The OG had so many cool aliens. And Upchuck's awesome. Upchuck is so rad. Apparently, Nintendo said that some of the OG Mario... Oh, that's awesome. That's super cool. I'm glad to hear that. Also, welcome back, Blade. Upchuck's literally thing is, I'm going to eat. I'm going to... He literally... The species eats the entire planet when they want to move. I will say, I do miss the downside. Like, he had a downside where, like, Upchuck could eat anything except actual food. Like, his body would not digest actual food. I will say I miss that. I do miss that downside. But also his voice in OG. His voice in OG was super cool. I don't know who did it. Like, it sounded very gargly. I liked it. Yeah, no, Upchuck's just... It's another alien that feels like it only could exist in Ben 10 for how goofy it was. Like, I know, like, eating is usually, like... It's not a super uncommon power, but, like, it's not one that comes up often. I just think, like, the idea of him just going, and then, like, shooting lasers. Or, like, exploding spitballs. Cool shit. However, Upgrade's also cool. I just realized how many aliens in my top 10 are gonna be from Classic. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Maybe I have to demote some. I don't know. We'll get there. I'll put as many aliens as I feel like are in, like... Or do I make a new tier that's, like, the top 10? I don't know. 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 I'll have to... we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, Upgrade for the longest time before I became a huge Ripjaws fan Upgrade was my favorite classic alien, like favorite classic series alien. The fact that Upgrade just jumps into machine makes it cool. Like, just literally upgrades it. So feedback goes in D tier. Fuck you. Upgrade just like hops in a little machine. It's like, oh, now it's a really cool machine. It's like, ooh, oh baby. That's just sick. All right, that's just sick. I just think that's pretty goofy. So you know, I think Upgrade's just super awesome concept as well. Think about it this way: Upgrade's a symbiote for technology. Think about that. Think about that. Just think about that. It's a symbiote, but for technology. I'm not wrong. I am not wrong. You cannot prove me wrong because I am right. Upgrade, cool guy, big fan. Just wish his design was not shit out of everything other than OG. The Omnitrix Eye in Omniverse, what the hell were they smoking? I hate it. I don't like it. Me debating putting Wild Mutt in S tier, but I feel like I gotta put him near the top of A. Because I don't think he's top 10. I'm still debating if I even make, like, another tier above, but we'll get there. But as is, Wild Mutt's just super cool. This blind dog that just uses, like, sense and hearing. He's a daredevil dog. Like, come on, man. Plus, it's the most feral Ben 10 alien, which I do think, like, feral aliens are just inherently kind of cool. Just just being like nearly beasts and just going like more monstrous. And again, just a fucking dog with no eyes. I just think that's funny. Like Wild Mutt, Vulpamancers in general, hell yeah. Do you know who else is a hell yeah? Way Big. If you tell me when Ben becomes way big...
This is what a normal lumpfish looks
Lucky,
like.
it's been a hot second.
It
How
is
you
more
doing?
elongated,
Hope you're doing
but
well.
still a vibrant blue color.
If
Very
you're
beautiful.
telling me
Very
that as a
powerful.
kid, when Way Big showed up, you didn't go hell yeah and then get grounded because you said hell yeah, you're lying. Way Big's cool. The design, I didn't know he was based off Ultraman. But, you know, nowadays, I understand nerd speak. Listen, all right? I am a nerd. Shut up. Like, you look at Way Big, is like, this is awesome. He does like in I know in like in UAF he does like the Ultraman pose, but like in Omniverse he's got like his arms and like an X. The X laser firing is just so cool. Just crosses. Also his voice in Omniverse. Omniverse Way Big is on par with classic for me design wise. His voice is so much better in Omniverse. I love the Omniverse Way Big voice. I don't know what it is about it. It's just good shit. You know what's just good shit? Wildvine. I have 6 in my possible top 10. Oh god, I have 6 classic. To be fair, classic's really cool. Yeah, Wildvine was also a favorite of mine for a long time. He was my favorite when I was playing Protector of Earth on DS. Also, like, his voice in the OG, like, just sounded a bit more monstrous as well. The fact that he literally came from alien mycelium has like grenade seeds. His body's just so lanky. I don't know. He also just a lot of one-off powers in classic. He could camouflage in the plants. I just think he's really rad. You know? He's cool looking. He's a Venus flytrap mixed with vines with grenade seeds. I just think that's cool. I think that's cool. Also, this is another, like, you're stupid if this is not in at least your top, your top 20. He might not be in your top 10. He is in your top 20. Accelerate. That's just the definition of a good design. I look at Accelerate. That's a good design. Like, accelerate, speedy quick guy, go zooey mama, cool voice, cool appearance, did, like, drumming in, like, an episode of Classic. I believe, like, he was, like, a drummer. What else am I supposed to say? He's just cool looking. A lot of these are just, like, come down to, I think their power is cool, and I think their design is cool. Sue me. Sue me. I'm gonna skip a lot of, like, what the fuck is this? I have no idea what the hell this is. I genuinely have no clue what this is, so we're gonna skip over that. When it comes to reboot stuff, I will grade a few. This is debatably a top 10, but I legit have to wait to see if I even, like, have room in the top 10 for Gax. Because Gax! Oh my god. This is when the reboot was like, wait, this is cool. Gax was the first time the reboot was cool. For those who don't know, Gax was in one episode, but that one episode saved the reboot in my eyes. It's the season 1 finale, where Ben gets the 11th alien. The 11th alien for Ben is Gax. And how it works is that when he got Gax, it was super overpowered, because it's Vilgax. And like, apparently, Azimuth managed to split Vilgax into 2 beings. One decrepit, weak version that's named Vil, and put the other half, like the powerful half, into the Omnitrix. It's like the Ghost Freak story kind of scenario. But instead of, like, being the alien trapped fully in the Omnitrix, the power is in the Omnitrix. So when Gax grabs the Omnitrix, gets his power back, becomes Vilgax. And also, it's just the idea of Ben finally having Vilgax's power. That is, like, the fact that the OG series never gave us a Vilgax transformation is still a crime. Because in the Ben Wolf episode, he's like, I would have made an awesome Vilgax. He would have! He would have, but they never did it! They never did it! But the reboot did. The reboot did. And the reboot has merit. Speaking of merit, I'm going to rate Humongosaur. Humongosaur in the reboot is a B tier. Because guess what? We're going to get to Humongosaur. I have words about Humongosaur. Reboot Humongosaur is cooler than normal Humongosaur. They didn't make him strong. He's strong, but he's not like forearms strong. In the reboot, I'm pretty sure forearms is stronger. Instead, Humongosaur in the reboot has like the mace tail from Ultimate Humongosaur. But he uses it for like sonic waves. He has sound. He uses sound. They made Humongosaur unique and cool. He's this big dinosaur, like he's a big alien that shoots sonic blasts. That is objectively more cool than normal Humongosaur to me. Why is there a normal dude in D tier? That's Ben Man from the live action movies. How you doing, Chewy? Hey, Tommy. Thank you. No, that's the live action movie Race Against Time. That's Ben Man. Yeah, that's Ben Man. Why is Ben Man in D tier? It's fucking Ben Man, alright? Outside of the memes, what else has Ben Man got? I'm sorry, Tommy, alright? Ben Man's D tier. I love the live action movies, but fucking Ben Man outside of memes is a D tier. In memes, he's SS tier. If we have to have like a meme tier, he would be like SS tier. But yeah, no, I love reboot Humongosaur. Outside of other aliens in the reboot, let's talk about Overflow. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you too, Tommy. I'm biting you. Lamau. Let's talk about Overflow. It's Water Hazard. I'm sorry. I like the reboot. Hi, Jazzy. Thank you for the hydrate. I like the reboot. That's fucking Overflow. I mean, that's Water Hazard. That's Water Hazard. I'm sorry. I get it. He has different powers technically. He can do water constructs. That's Water Hazard. I don't hate Overflow. That's just Water Hazard. You made Water Hazard again. Congrats. I'm proud of you. But do you know what's a banger in the reboot outside of Gax? Shock Rock. Shock Rock is cool. Like, this is an electrical alien I'm down for. Like, also the entire Shock Rock arc, for those who didn't watch the reboot, they did, like, Shock Rock versions of aliens. Because, like, Shock Rock was leaking into other aliens' DNAs. And it was, like, a whole arc where, like, Shock Rock species was trying to take over and shit. It was cool. The reboot gets good after the season one. Like, the season 1 finale, that's where you start the Ben 10 reboot if you want to watch it. Overwatered flow hazard. True. Like, Shock Rock as a concept being, like, this, like, he makes constructs of lightning. Rip upgrade indeed. Also, I will say reboot upgrade's my favorite reboot, like, my favorite upgrade design. But, we'll keep classic up there for simplicity. But yeah, no, Shock Rock, awesome. Super cool powers, super rad design, like, an actual really good reboot design. For being, like, what I consider the first reboot original alien, this is a great design. Slapback, I feel nothing too positive. Like, I don't feel a lot about Slapback, but I don't hate Slapback. I think Slapback's a C tier. Like, I like the idea. You know? You mean you don't like the Omniverse faceplate? I don't. I'm sorry. It's so fucking bad. I hate it. I love Omniverse. It's my favorite show of all time. I hate Omniverse. Upgrade. Slapback, design-wise, I'm not the biggest fan of his design, but I actually like the concept. For those who didn't watch the reboot, Slapback, every time he hits his back, he duplicates. But when he duplicates, he becomes smaller, but he becomes stronger and denser. That's a really cool idea. Like, the idea is really cool. I just think the design, it's I don't know how to feel about the design, but the concept and the power is actually super cool. I like the power idea. All right, if we're gonna talk about an alien I fucking hate, I love the Ben 10K special in the reboot. Surge, man, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? I get it, you know, it's like, oh, all these multiple units be fused into one big guy and it's taking over the planet. I love the Ben 10K special. This is your big bad? Just an upgrade X? Like, when I saw when he dialed up the Omnitrix and I saw that, it was like, oh shit, an X? Is it so strong that, like, no, it's literally an X. Surge is lame. You know, I'll put Ben Man in the top of D tier because he's funny. Surge is fucking lame. I don't like Surge. I'm sorry. Surge. Ugh. If I have to talk about an alien I generally hate, I think Surge is so fucking lame. Let me look at other aliens in the reboot to talk about. I guess we could talk about Bashmouth. He's technically different. I also don't feel much when it comes to Bashmouth. I mean, that's just Kevin's. It's Kevin's only true original alien. Like, all the other Ben alien, like Kevin aliens are like corrupted version of Ben's aliens. Like, even like Humongoraptor, which is the most different, is like still like a corrupted Humongosaur. I like Bashmouth, you know, he's like simple, but like, you know, it's like nothing too bad. I think Bashmouth is cool. Solid C tier. Nothing too great, but nothing bad. I'd like to see Bashmouth again one day. Then we got Heroes United. I mean, technically this is the introduction of Shock Squatch, so I'll include Shock Squatch to at least have it. My opinion on Shock Squatch is it's probably one of my favorite electric aliens. I'm fine with either designs when it comes to Shock Squatch. I do think the Heroes United Shock Squatch is a little more interesting. But I'm fine with either. I'm fine with either. I also like how it just sounds like a fucking monkey exploding every time he uses his power. Like, it's kind of funny. But yeah, I Shock Squatch, cool guy, you know? There's a lot of... I'm assuming these are probably, like, all these aliens here. I'm assuming these are Thomas Perkin aliens. Because I know Thomas Perkin will, like, draw a lot of, like, aliens. I know this guy's from a commercial. I recognize him. I know for a fact this is definitely Thomas Perkin here. I've seen that on his Twitter because I followed Thomas Perkin. So I'm assuming these are, like, Thomas Perkin designs. I won't rate them because they weren't canon, but they are super rad looking. If you guys haven't seen Tom Perkins' art, go follow him on Twitter. It's really cool stuff. All right, Alien Force. Let's go into Alien Force. Let's start with Alien X. I like Alien X. I think as I've gotten older, I've gotten to appreciate the idea of Alien X. Because I won't lie, I used to really not like Alien X. But as I've gotten older, I do appreciate Alien X, especially after being told, like, the idea of Alien X, like, does allow for more interesting stories. Like, even though he is Ben's most powerful alien, it does lead to some interesting stories you could tell with an alien this strong. The only downside is that, like, Alien X is kind of devolved into, like, power scaling debates, which is why I'd say, like, he's at the bottom of B tier for me. That's kind of what he's kind of known for. But let's talk about my favorite alien of all time. UAF Big Chill's my favorite alien. I love Big Chill. Ice Ghost Moth. That's a cool combination of words. And Big Chill, I don't know what they did with him in Omniverse. I hate Buff Big Chill. I hate Buff. I love how, like, every time Omniverse design comes up, it's like, I hate it. But, like, I love Omniverse. I do love Omniverse. It's my favorite show. However, Slender Big Chill is just cooler. Also, ice powers. I'm very biased towards ice powers. And the ghost powers are also a huge bonus. And, like, seeing, like, the Necrophrygian homeworld and seeing, like, it's literally half ice, half fire. It's kind of awesome. It also kind of does make a bit more sense for Ultimate Big Chill. But at the same time, this better be the tier list I think it's not that tier list. I'm talking about my actual opinions, Roddy. We're not doing that tier list. You could do it. But I love Big Chill. I love Big Chill. Let's talk about Brainstorm. Brainstorm is a solid B tier for me. I don't hate Brainstorm. And I actually think he's kind of cool. Another electric alien, but you know, his species is kind of cool. I like crabs. Crabs are cool. Crabs are delicious. I'd eat a Brainstorm. This doesn't really add much to, like, his actual alien, but I'd eat a Brainstorm. I don't remember what the species is called, but, like, I'd eat him. Something crustacean. Something like that. I'd eat him. I'd eat him. I also just like the exposed brain. That looks super uncomfortable, but, like, it's pretty rad. It's pretty rad. Pretty rad. Speaking of rad, let's talk about Chroma Stone. Cerebro crustaceans. Thank you. Thank you. Let's talk about Chroma Stone. In recent years, I've grown to appreciate Chroma Stone a lot. I don't know, like, when you dissect Chroma Stone, you kind of also end up dissecting feedback. Which, you know, I don't want to get into the whole debate on feedback being a lot similar to Chroma Stone. However, the fact that they just made Chroma Stone Jesus is so funny. Does it make sense? You guys can tell me. You guys can have that debate. But it's just that's just funny. That's just funny. And I also do think it makes him pretty cool as well. Speaking of pretty cool, let's talk about Echo Echo. I love Echo Echo. Guys, like, it's a literal, it's living sound. It's living sound in the little containment suits. I'm saying it's kind of awesome. I'm just saying it's kind of rad. They duplicate. Their voice is really silly. They have, like, actual, like, attack names, like Wall of Sound and shit like that. Like, not a lot of Ben's aliens have, like, proper defined attacks. But Echo Echo has, like, quite a bit of them. I don't know. That's just memorable. Also, design is slick. And I actually do like the Omniverse one. I used to hate the Omniverse one. I think the Omniverse one is kind of cute. The main thing that bothers me is the eyes. The eyes look like they're bulging out of his head. Outside of that, I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. We could skip over these two. Goop. I'm gonna have to make a fucking top 10. Okay, I'm gonna actually have to make a top 10. I'm gonna have to, like, I'll call this Omnitrix playlist. Cause, like, that's the, or like, say, Omnitrix. It's getting off center. I'm just gonna call it Omnitrix. Cause, like, I'll do that last, but, like, Goop's definitely an S tier alien. Which, if we're gonna now do, like, an S tier and then, like, a separate Omnitrix playlist, these two are gonna get bumped up. Cause, yeah, no, like, I look at Goop, I'm like, fuck, that would... Cause, like, in my head, I'm debating which aliens would I, like, are S tier, or, like, you know, are in my personal Omnitrix playlist for Hale, canonically, and, like, you know... Yeah, they're just good. Goop's super simple. It's just slime alien that also, like, has, like, can become acidic. But, like, who doesn't like slimes, alright? Slimes are simple, but they're just kind of nice, you know? They're very fun. I think slimes are fun. Alright. I don't like Humongosaur. It's why Reboot Humongosaur is in its own little tier. It's because Reboot Humongosaur is cool. I don't fucking like normal Humongosaur. He's just a dinosaur. Bro's a dinosaur. What else do you want me to say? He's a dinosaur. I'm sorry. It's cool that he can grow, but, like, get rid of that from, like, Omniverse forward. After that, he's literally just dinosaur. Big, strong dinosaur. I find that boring. Also, his colors, like, come on. Come on, man. He's just a beige dinosaur. I got nothing. Boring as shit. Sue me. Jet Ray, though. Jet Ray, I actually really like. Jet Ray is really cool. Jet Ray's an A tier. The fact that Jet Ray did not come back in Omniverse is a crime. It's why the reboot's also still awesome. Because it brought back Jet Ray. Whoa! I also do like Jet Ray's reboot design. I think it's kind of cool. You know? The head shape takes a bit to get used to. But, you know, I'm sticking with original Jet Ray for simplicity reasons. But yeah, no, Jet Ray, solid-ass alien. Just flies, shoot lasers. Can break, like, go through hyperspace or hyperspeed in space for an episode, which, like, sure, have fun with that, power scalers, but I mean, yeah, no, it just flies around, shoots lasers, solid design. Good shit. But is he better than Stinkfly? No, but is he cool? Yes. Lodestar, I think, is super cool. Honestly, I'd put Lodestar in S tier. I love his voice. His Omniverse design, especially. I love his Omniverse design. Magnetism is just an ability I've grown to appreciate more as I gotten older. Magnetism, like, at first is like, oh, hi, he controls metal. And then you realize what you could actually do if you control magnets. You look up any True Strength of Magneto video on YouTube, it's like, oh, he could just fucking kill you with the iron in your blood if he really wanted to. Does Lodestar do that? No, but he could. If he literally, his power is magnetism. Multiple times, it's said to be magnetism. If he has the power of magnetism, I guarantee if he wanted to, he could just murder anyone if they have iron or any trace of metal in your blood. Which, that's just inherently awesome, okay? Also, I don't know. I just think, like, the design concept of him being, like, having, like, the two, like, shoulder blades and his head just floating in the middle. It's simple, but it's nice, you know? It's nice. I feel nothing. That's Nanomech. For anyone that doesn't know who that is, that's Nanomech. They went with the alien swarm design. What do you want me to say? It's Nanomech. I'm sorry. Like, my opinion on Nanomech is... it exists. The Omniverse design is good. I actually like the Omnitrix eye badge for Nanomech. I do actually like that for Nanomech. Because Nanomech is literally like... it's an alien microchip. But, like, fused with human DNA. So I think the Omnitrix badge does actually work for Nanomech. He's just a little guy. He's a little guy, little man. That's all I can say, because my opinion on Nanomech is... I kind of feel nothing looking at him. Alright, if you think I'm putting Wrath in anything but S tier, I mean, come on, guys. It's Wrath. It's Wrath. Do I have to say anything else? It's Wrath. Let me tell you something, chat. Wrath is S tier. Where the fuck did one of the Lab Rats villains in the top of D tier? I've explained this many times. This is Ben Man from the movie. Also, welcome back, Goober. This is Ben Man. He's a real transformation. That's why he's at the top of D tier. He's at the top of D tier because he's funny. Anyway, Wrath is Wrath. Wolverine X Tony the Tiger X Hulk Hogan. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Let me tell you something, chat. Wrath is awesome. You know who else is awesome? I was about to say Spider Monkey, but I mean, like... Spider Monkeys. I mean, Spider Monkey's cool. But, like, not that cool. I will say, like... I do kind of wish they gave him a little more of a spider appearance, you know? I've seen some really cool redesigns of Spider Monkey that do lean more spider. And yeah, it just looks cooler. Like, as is, I don't dislike Spider Monkey. I think he's still a solid C tier. But I'm not, like, yampering around, like, Spider Monkey! Instead, it's like, yeah, Spider Monkey. You know? Spider Monkey. Ah, Swampfire. Let's talk about Swampfire. I mean, that's a fucking S tier right there. It's Swampfire. You know? It's Swampfire! Like, that's cool. Alright? Wildvine mixed with Heat Blast / Swamp Thing. My dude just shoots gas. Alright, alright, where, you know, we could fucking skip ahead. Where the fuck, you're the one that brought it up, fucking asshole. Where is it? Where the fuck, you know, we're just gonna, alright, we're just gonna, fuck you. Alright, we're just gonna get that done and over with. Anyway, yeah, Swampfire. That's just a slick design as well. I mean, I know a lot of people, as time's gone on, has had opinions on the UAF era of aliens, which I won't disagree that, like, the UAF alien designs are definitely a downgrade to classic, but UAF had amazing designs, and yeah, no, I mean, like, Swampfire is one of them. I somehow fell asleep during stream. I mean, today's been a pretty slow-paced, kind of relaxing day. I don't blame you. don't blame you there. It's all good. It's all good. Already covered you. Oh, shit. Did we already get through UAF already? Do I want to talk about these two? I'm like technically canon, but I have like nothing to say. They're technically canon. And before anyone asks, it's like Squid Stricter and like, I don't know, fucking Rocky or dumb shit like that. You may ask, where the hell did they come from? They were in a Chinese stage play, and allegedly they are canon. Which, yeah, that's a choice. That was a choice to make. That was a choice to make them canon. I got nothing. I got nothing else to say. They're not Surge. Alright, that's my opinion. They're not Surge. These are a bunch of technically canon. Alright, let's get to Amphibian. Another electric alien. Moving on. That's my opinion on Amphibian. Armadillo. I actually think this guy's kind of cool. Armadillo, I mean, he's a gentle giant-esque looking alien. He's robotic looking, which I know some people have their thoughts on robotic aliens. I think robotic aliens are fine. Listen, if people like Transformers, alright, you're not about to tell me that aliens can't look like robots. Like, aliens could look like robots, okay? Aliens could literally look like anything. And I think there's nothing wrong with robotic aliens. And Armadillo is pretty cool. He doesn't look like much like an armadillo. I do wish they leaned more into that. But as is, I like Armadillo. He's a big guy. You know, I like his voice as well, like the Armadillo. Oh god, ultimate big chill. Fucking stupid. All right. Listen, I know I said the thing of like, oh, it's cool that like the fire and ice thing, and you know, it doesn't mean I actually like him. I don't like Ultimate Big Chill. I'm sorry. Motherfucker really said, what was it? Ice so, what was it? Fire so cold it burns or some shit like that. What the hell are you on about? What do you mean fire so cold it burns? That's dumb. Do you know that's dumb? They really just said, make Ultimate Cannonball. Okay, what do we do for Ultimate Cannonball? Make him metal. Nah, Chief. I'm not going into my rant about Chameleon again. I'm not about to do this. I think he's lame as fuck. But Surge is worse. I would put Surge. S tier? Fuck off. Surge is worse. But Chameleon is still so fucking lame. I'm sorry. Chameleon is so fucking lame, dude. He's so lame. But you know who's not lame? Chameleon is not S tier. Do your own list. Clockwork is cool. Yeah, he has a family. No, Prisoner 556 or whatever it was. He has a family. Chameleon doesn't. Anyway, Clockwork is cool. Time powers, cool robot design, funny voice. I don't even know the accent. I wouldn't be able to, like, was it like German or some shit? I don't know, but like, he's got a cool voice. And also, like, you know, time power is kind of awesome. It's German. I assumed it was German. He's just a silly little guy, silly little robot, casually one of the most powerful aliens out of there, and he's just a big ass clock. Hell yeah. All right, let's talk about Edel. Edel exists. That's my opinion on Edel. The Omniverse design is better. Edel exists. Moving on. Oh, this is the best Ultimate Alien. This is the best one. Top tier, baby. Top tier. Ultimate Echo is so awesome. They really said, okay, Echo is cool. Let's make him even more cool. Let's make him even more cool. Sonic Doom is the coolest move in Ben 10 history. Like, that entire scene with, like, the Ultimate Kevin fight with Ultimate Echo Echo is the coolest thing in UAF. It is the coolest scene. I love this guy. He saved Chris Pratt canonically, which is funny. You can debate if that's a plus or a minus, but he did canonically save Chris Pratt. Not as good as Chameleon, but he's so cool. Fuck off. Alright, then we get Fast Track. He was introduced because of a video game. That's supposed to be C tier in my head. That's just funny. Bro exists to be a tie-in for the Ben 10 racing game. Which, that game was cool. Therefore, I think I actually put him at the top of C tier. That game was cool. I actually kind of like Fast Track. He's so boring. His powers are so boring. His design is boring. But, like, the racing game was kind of hype. The racing game was kind of hype. Fast Track goes in the top of C for that. That's my explanation. No more explanation needed. Did you? Ultimate Humongosaur. You're definitely cooler, I will say. You are cooler. They gave him Gatling guns. They just gave him Gatling guns for hands. Is it stupid? Yes. Is it awesome? Also yes. I'm a simple fish. You give something a gun, and it's suddenly like, ooh, gun. I like gun. Gun go bang bang. Yeah, that's it's cooler than normal Humongosaur. I like the colors more as well. I like the muted green and dark blue. Yeah, they really gave him like they apparently it's bone. Like, it's bone. Sure. I'm impressed by my Ben 10 species knowledge. I mean, hey. Fair enough. Let's talk about Jury Rig. Guy's kind of funny. I actually like Jury Rig. This design sucks ass. UAF Jury Rig is so ugly. It's just a little demon. And it's so boring. It's so ugly and so boring. But in Omniverse, Jury Rig's kind of cool. I actually like Jury Rig. In Omniverse. It's kind of funny. Like, does his powers make sense? No. But he's kind of cool. Welcome back, Ray J. I think Jury Rig, just being able to, like, throw shit together and say, fuck it, we ball. Yeah, that's a solid C tier. Solid C tier. Kind of goofy, kind of silly. Alright, energy is G-O-O-D. And for that, he goes in B tier. I'll put him... That looks right. I would not put him above iGuy, but I'd put him above Brainstorm. Brainstorm's kind of cool. Not Brainstorm. NRG is kind of cool. I do actually love the fact that in Omniverse, like... Sweet mother of fluff, there's a lot to rank. I'm skipping over a lot of it. A lot of them are just different variations of each alien. So we're just going with, like, their first introduction or my favorite introduction. That's why there's 2 Humongosaurs on this list. It's because I actually think Reboot Humongosaur is awesome. And why Bloom Swampfire is down in D tier, because fuck this creature for existing. But yeah, no, I think NRG... That's pretty good. I really liked when they actually let him out of the suit. Because, like, everyone's like, oh, he's stuck in the suit. He's like, yeah, because you just kill him if he wasn't. Also, the fact that, like, he got NRG from scanning. What's his name? Not Pandora. That's Water Hazard. What's his name? I don't remember off the top of my head. But pretty much the other... NRG. You scanned him, and that's why he's stuck in the suit. Because if he just scanned a normal one, he probably wouldn't even have the suit, because that's technically a containment suit specifically for that NRG. So, yeah, because I've seen some people talk about that online. Alright, let's talk about, Ultimate Spider Monkey. It's a design. He's a big-ass gorilla with stilts. Sure. Sure. That's a design. Now, Ultimate Swampfire. That's an A tier. Pandor, thank you. Gotcha. Let's talk. Oh, it was by Valvin for Water Hazard. That's what it was. Pandor was actually in my head. I was trying to like. Let's talk about Ultimate Swampfire. That's just cool. They made him into an aged tree that with exploding fire bulbs. For an ultimate design, that actually not only like it's one of the few ultimate designs that I genuinely feel like it's just part of the species like growth. Right? Because a lot of the ultimate designs, they do look like they could either be their own species or they were clearly evolved for war. If you told me a Methadosian or Swampfire species just aged into this, I would believe it. And I just think that's cool. Right? I like it's cool. It's a cool aged tree look. It has like literal twin cannons for hands. Good shit. All right, Terraspin, I know Songo loves. I know Songo loves Terraspin, and I won't lie. Kind of cool. I think Terraspin's solid. Cool little wind turtle. Also, his voice in the original series, like in UF, is funny as well. He's like, Terraspin. Not bad. Also, I will say, I wish they used the fact he's immune to mana-based attacks more. That was one thing they didn't really use. I wish they did use it more. Because that was like a cool little perk. Alright, let's talk about Water Hazard. Probably my favorite out of like the what were they called? Oh, I'm trying to remember what they were called, like the group of aliens. But like, you know, out of the 5 group of aliens, you know, Armadillo, NRG, etc., etc. Water Hazard's probably my favorite. It's simple, you know, cool robo crab guy that shoots water, but also like can evaporate water, like has full hydrokinesis. I think like for a water-based alien, like the actual design is super original. I like that he's very like armored look, and does like has full control over hydrokinesis. I like it. I like it. It's a very original design. Solid shit. Alright, Ultimate Way Big. I swear I don't hate Ultimates. I just don't like the designs. I swear I don't hate Ultimates. Alright? I just think... I swear I'm not just hating on Ultimates. Okay, listen. UAF Way Big is lame. Like, okay. They made Way Big in UAF lame, and then they just made him blue with horns. I know it's a reference to another Ultraman thing. Here's the thing, though. I'm not an Ultraman viewer, so I wouldn't know that. So yeah, it's just kind of lame. They just made him talk. I didn't show it. Sorry, I was on Ultimate Wildlife. They just made him talk. That's his ultimate power. He talks. No. No. Stop that. Ew. Wild Mutt talking should never happen. That should be considered a sin. That's his thing. He talks. Bad. Bad. Alright, now we get on to Omniverse. Let's talk about some Omniverse aliens. Let's talk about Astrodactyl. My opinions on Astrodactyl feel like they've gone nothing but down. But I think they're still like, I don't hate Astrodactyl. Like I will say, as I get older, I'm like, I don't know what to feel about Astrodactyl. I think he's just okay. The voice is kind of funny. I don't like the fact that Astrodactyl becomes like the sole flying alien in Omniverse later in. I don't like that. I wish he did use fucking Jet Ray's cooler. All right, Jet Ray's cooler than Astrodactyl. I'm sorry. This guy is cooler than that guy. I will say, like, the powers are kind of cool. I like the energy whips. I like the fact that he's like powered by a star, apparently. The fact that he just has a biological jetpack. Kind of funny. Kind of funny. Astrodactyl was made just because they didn't want to use jet ray more. Yeah. Yeah. And they didn't want to use the new design of big... I don't blame you for not spelling Astrodactyl correctly. I'm not gonna get you on that one. So yeah, yeah. Let's talk about Atomics. He's literally just a canonical Saiyan, but with nuclear powers. The freaking homina, like that's just a Goku reference. His voice is awesome. He's just a big ass robot. Hello there, White. Thank you. And that is right. It is my affiliate anniversary, technically. I kind of forgot that was today, which is very funny, because today's been a very vibe stream day. Very vibey. But, yeah, no, I like Atomics. Big robot man, nuclear power, funny voice. Practically a Transformer, to my knowledge. DJ Wyatt did Transformers Animated as well, so like the design, yeah, it's why it reminds me of it so much. Let's talk about Ball Weevil. This guy's awesome. Ball Weevil is really awesome, little man. It's so cool you're ranking all 10 aliens. Yeah, no problem, Chief. All 10 of them. Ball Weevil is just a little guy. They literally said, oh yeah, Pokemon was the inspiration of Ball Weevil's design. And you think I'm not gonna like him? You're crazy. Thank you for the hydrate. Little pincer Jolteon bug creature. And he like spits up exploding ghoul balls. That's fun. That's such a fun little guy. I love him. Blocks. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this real quick. You're worse than Surge. Anyway, let's talk about Blocks. Everyone hates this guy, and I think that's kind of cringe. I think Blocks. Listen, is he just a Lego gorilla? Yes, but also I just think he's kind of cool. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I think if you change the colors, I get it. He's supposed to be the primary colors. They should have not done that because his colors are very hard to look at. I think if they did, like, tones of a similar color, I think it would have looked a lot nicer. Because as is, the colors are a little hard to look at, but I actually do like the idea of him just being a Lego gorilla. I think it's funny. It looks like he's made of Lego because he is. He's just made out of Lego. Ow! Joker, what the hell? He's just practically made out of Lego. Like, they don't say it's Lego. It's Lego. Let's talk about Bullfrag. You guys know my opinion on Paul. Alright, I have a frog mascot. You think I'm not gonna like Bullfrag? Karma? Bruh. Is it just Frogman? Yes. However, I like Frog. I like Frog. At one point, like, I actually was gonna put an incursion on Hale's canonical Omnitrix playlist. Just favorites. If we did Smash or Pass, this would be a different list. Like, incursion, like, I just think Frogman, kind of cool. I like Bullfrag. Also, the name Bullfrag is just funny. It's just funny. Alright, next up. Feedback! Feedback! Easily a second favorite alien. I love Feedback. The Feedback arc in Ben 10 is my favorite arc of the entire series. Feedback's arc rules. Malware as a villain rules. The entire arc is so good, and it all centers around Feedback, who Feedback is awesome. Dope voice, dope design, dope powers. My favorite electrical alien. He is just, oh, chef's kiss. He was designed to be cool, and they succeeded. I'm sorry the people say he's overrated. Nah, he's cool for he is literally cool, just that cool. He is just that cool. I'm sorry, he's just that cool. Sue me. He's awesome. Fuck you. Anyway. Gravitak. That's an easy A tier. That is an easy A tier. Gravitak is a living planet and has gravity powers. I mean, come on. That's literally just, imagine just casually like, oh, I'm a living planet. Fuck you. Also, gravity powers, like, just controlling gravity. Like, that's just a strong-ass ability. Just imagine saying no to someone's gravity and they just fly up in space. Like, the amount of people you could just beat, just be like, oh, nice gravity, idiot. And they just gravity? Who gives a crap about gravity? Not Gravitak. Oh, he's awesome. All right, this guy is the most underrated alien out there. Gutrot is so underrated. Like, I feel like no one gives Gutrot the appreciation he deserves. To be fair, I understand, right? I understand why he's not appreciated much. Because he's not in the series a lot. But his voice, like Rob Paulson, I just love Rob Paulson's voice. He's such a cool VA. And I like the idea of, like, him just being a living gas chamber. Where he's able to just, like, come up with all these different chemicals and gases. Like, obviously, at least a haha, funny fart joke. But, like, the actual ability to just create any type of gas. That seems like kind of, like, overpowered to me. And also, yeah, no, I'm aware of Rob Paulson's VA work. Trust me, I follow a lot of VAs. Like, that just seems like really overpowered in several scenarios. So yeah, I think Gutrot's underrated. I think not too many people like Gutrot. And I get it, design and all that, but like Gutrot's kind of underrated. Kicking Hawk. I used to really like this guy. And I kind of still do, but not as much as I used to. At one point, Kicking Hawk was in Hale's Omnitrix playlist. And then I'm like, I don't know about that one, Chief. I like Kicking Hawk. I don't know if I like him that much. And yeah, I don't like him that much anymore. But like, Kicking Hawk's thing is that he knows, like, he's the best hand-to-hand fighter in Ben's playlist. Like, he's just that good when it comes to, like, combat. Like, one-on-one combat. And I think that's, like a pretty cool thing to have. At least have one alien that's, like, they may not be the strongest, but they're the best in actual combat. And knowing different fighting styles and such. Like, that's cool ability. I mean, I think I'd prefer Blitzwolfer over Kicking Hawk. I actually think I prefer Blitzwolfer over a lot of these aliens, but Kicking Hawk's still cool. Still kind of cool. Also, we're almost done, chat. We're almost done. Let's go. Who's next? Molestache. Moving on. Pesky Dust. I actually like Pesky Dust. Pesky Dust is a little man. Little guy. Or at least I think. I don't know. I'm assuming. Maybe. I don't know if Pesky Dust's a man. I'm assuming probably genderless. But I actually love Pesky Dust's design. And, like, the fact that people are scared of Nebulinas because they literally will just make you fall asleep. True, White. True. Like, their whole shtick is that they make you fall asleep, then they invade your dreams where you're complete. It's Freddy Krueger as a little fairy. Like, we only get to see them use their power once, But I think that's like, I think that's stupid. Because like, when you explain the ability as, yeah, so you're Freddy Krueger, but as a little fairy creature, and you're actually in the real world, like, a Freddy I don't want to punch, fair enough. Like, come on, that's such a cool alien concept. And it's such a little cute little fairy. That's awesome by me. We already did Shock Squat. The Worst. That's his name, by the way. And that's where he goes. They really made an alien called The Worst, and his whole shtick is that he's just indestructible. Cool. There's my opinion of him. Topic! This is an alien that did not deserve the name Topic. So, Topic's thing is that he's just so ugly. You just are scared of him. And I think having an ability being like, you're just so ugly that people are paralyzed by you, I think that's kind of, I don't know. I don't like that idea of someone being just so ugly. Because that's just very subjective. Like, I don't know. I feel like it would have been better if it was just like you saw your worst fears. Like, it would have worked better if it's like, oh, the gas that emits from Topic's mask just makes you see your worst fear. I think that would have worked better for an explanation other than a, yeah, he's just so ugly. Also, why is his name Topic? I'm sorry, but like, that's not, what the fuck does Topic have to do with that? I'm sorry. Like, I get it. They wanted to bring back Topic, yeah, the same way they brought back Atomics because it was casually dropped in Ben 10K, which I'm fine with that. But also, this does not feel like the alien to call Topic. I'm sorry. Sue me. Sue me. Like, I don't dislike Topic, but like, come on. Could have done better. And, okay, so we have a few more. Talk about Vampire. I know a lot of people don't like Vampire, but I actually like Vampire. I think Vampire is kind of cool. I wish he was more bat. I do wish he looked more bat-like. But as is, I actually like Vampire. I like the idea of like he controls people by spitting out like the little bat things that attach to your head, and like you control them via that. I also know he's like basic hypnotic abilities. As is, Vampire is pretty cool. I wish they definitely did a little bit more with him. He also has like a little bat form that we only saw once. But as is, Vampire, not bad. You know, nothing crazy, but nothing bad. I think he's pretty rad. Alright, so we have a few Ultimates that were Omniverse exclusive. Like, for those who are curious, it goes all the way down to like Gwen's transformations. That's how far it does go down, which we never saw canonical. Was Gwen confirmed to have an upgrade? I don't know. I don't think she was. I mean, she probably does, but like, I don't think we've ever seen it. Also, god damn, what the fuck? Like, I just realized, what the hell were they smoking when designing like fucking a female cannonbolt? Why is she curvy? What the fuck? Okay. Okay. That's a design choice. Ultimate Arctiquana. I actually like the concept. I actually like the concept of him being this giant, like, glacier lizard that has, like, the twin cannons on, like, its shoulder. The Omnitrix placement's weird. I don't know how to feel about it being on the ice. But the design itself actually goes kind of hard. It goes kind of hard. Thank you for the head pats. God, I can't get over the fact that fucking I've never seen the full body of Gwen's cannonbolt, and God, why the fuck is it so curvy? What the fuck? Oh wait, that's not. Okay, Ultimate Gravitak. This thing is awesome. Living Planet took the extreme. Come on. Come on. Upset about it being curvy is crazy. This is 10-year-old Gwen. Enough said. Anyway. Ultimate Gray Matter. They just made a MODOK. Which... Sure. Sure. Why not? Why not, Chief? Why not? And then finally, our final alien we will rank is Ultimate Wrath. They made him Kraven the Hunter. Which... I could get behind. I'd give him a B tier. I'd give Ultimate Wrath a B tier. That's a solid design. It's solid. Not bad. Alright, now let's make my Omnitrix playlist. Hale's canonical Omnitrix playlist, which I'm still slowly designing. These aliens I've already done for it, so you guys already know what's on it. However, I'm gonna put... Yeah, I mean, I'll do that. I'll keep him in S tier, but like, just know if I had an Ultimatrix, you bet your ass I'd have him. These aliens I've done already, so like, you guys already know they're in my favorite. But if I have to put the rest, Feedback, Ripjaws, Upgrade. If I have to put in order, so like, how many? Do I have literally one left? No, I have 2 spots left. Oh, I have 2 spots left. Who would I put? Stinkfly, because you always need a flyer. You could always use a flyer. Alien X, because I want to argue. I'm not getting into the Alien. There's a reason why Alien X is down at the B tier. Its Alien X discussions have been fucking ruined by the power scaling community. What alien do I put last in? Because again, these are like... These are gonna be like Hale's canonical Omnitrix playlist when I get around to designing the rest of the aliens. It's like... Who do I put? I feel like Wildvine is already covered by Upgrade. Like, but like with the stretchy shit, I'm gonna put in Gax. Okay. This is Hale's Omnitrix playlist. Big Chill, Feedback, Ripjaws, Upgrade, Echo, Upchuck, Ghost Freak, Chromastone, Stinkfly, and Gax. And Gax has eye lasers, so it works out. We don't need fire. We don't need fire. But I would say this I'm pretty satisfied with tier list wise. I am satisfied with this list. So there we go. I went definitely a little longer than I should have. But hey, you know, it's worth it. It's a Saturday, so I can show up late to work, like a little bit later to work. Just a bit. Just a wee bit. Am I gonna download this image yet? I did. Alright, cool. Awesome. I'll be posting these on the Discord soon. I had fun. I will not raid today because I don't have time. But, quick reminder. Next week is not going to have any multiplayer games. It is going to be single-player games only because I do just need a little break for multiplayer stuff. So, yeah. If you guys enjoyed what you saw, please consider dropping a follow if you're not following already. Subscribe if you guys are on my YouTube channel. I will see you all Monday with the beginning of Skylanders. And yes, we are doing Punch-Out next week. The Skylanders Marathon starts Monday, everyone. And I'll see you all then. Take care, everyone.